Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another stream. Hope you're having a lovely day. We are back tonight once again with the career mode with Arthur Leclerc. We are going into the Italian Grand Prix, the Temple of Speed for today's race. Now, we all know we have a very, very good car in the straight line. So, in theory, this track should be good for us. But, who knows?
For wonderful years, Vonsler.
Tar has evolved these days. TR has very much evolved. Thank you much, Howard, for the 4-year resub, buddy. I appreciate that as well, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, get a spin chat to welcome Howard into Vince fan for the 4 years. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. Sleazy, thanks for following Twitch as well, mate. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. New badge. Yep, you get a new badge. I believe it's the final one you get there. Maybe there's one more after, but yeah, the 4-year, there is definitely a badge, just for sure. So enjoy your rainbow badge. But yeah, we do have the Temple of Speed today for our career mode. Like I said, we do have a very quick car in the straight lines. Our powertrain is immense. Very, very strong. However, we do have some problems with rideability right now, because a lot of our components at the moment are getting very worn out. ICE has reached 50% at least on everything. So, that does mean we are going to be taking an engine penalty for today's race. But, with how quick we are on the straight line, I think we can still recover a good result out of it. So, we'll still try and do well, obviously, in qualifying and stuff. But, yeah, we will be starting at the back today, that's for sure, with the grid penalties. So, I don't know if it'll be enough to get us through to 10th season. We might have to take one more engine at some point. But, for the time being, we are going to take that penalty for this one. And, yeah, hopefully get a good result for it as well. So if we're having CS, unfortunate, I'm not too fussed about it. I'm not. Me and GB obviously spoke about it after I was in his stream. We were chatting and stuff. There's no hard feelings. Never is. There never is. It sucks, obviously, to have your race end early and stuff like that, but hey, look at the bright side. I got some great short-form content, right? There probably won't be a YouTube video this week, that's for sure, but we got some good short-form content this week, so there's that at least. What's the point of doing quali if you have a penalty? Well, that's the thing. I don't know if we're going to take everything today. I don't know if we'll take everything. The things we definitely need to take is obviously the ICE, and if we jump to the big screen, I'm going to show you. MGUKs are fine. MGUHs are fine. Energy stores are getting a bit worn. Control electronics as well. Maybe we'll take the entire thing then. Maybe we'll take the entire thing. To be fair, quality is still pretty fun to anyway, isn't it? So we might as well do quality regardless. Should have made your TikTok over a minute, Vince. I'm not. I don't get enough money from TikTok to care about that sort of thing, Root. I used to, but then like I realized how much I was getting out of it. I was like, oh, there's no point. I don't even care at this point. Also, some content from yesterday. I mean, yeah, in a sense. I mean, that will also be a very short one as well, I think. But, yeah, either way. It's race week, Vince. It is race week. It is officially race week for the first time this season. Doesn't that feel pretty good to say? Yeah, it should be a good one. I have seen, like, a few things about, like, Ferrari and stuff. Apparently, Leclerc was saying that he's not too convinced with Ferrari so far. Whether that's true or not. Oh, camera has frozen. Hello. Why have you done that then? Come back. Hi, I'm back. Should be okay now. If it freezes again, let me know. I think we've had this issue before. I know how to fix it, but hopefully it's not be a permanent issue. Let me know if it does do it again, though. I think you should take all new. You have the speed for it. We probably will. We need to take at least 3 components so far, so we probably are going to take an entire lot at this point. So we'll go through practice, though. We'll see what happens, see how I feel, and then judge from there. Leclerc did not say that. Don't scare me, please. He did. He did say that. If you go onto Formula Racers, their Twitter, it was on there. But yeah, Leclerc said that he's a bit unsure about Ferrari so far. So my money's kind of on McLaren so far. Maybe a Piastri, maybe a Lando win. What did he say? He just isn't convinced by Ferrari's performance at the moment. Like I say, if you go into the Formula Racers social, my bottle has goddamn water all over it. If you go to Formula Racers Twitter and stuff like that, you'll see it on there, somewhere down there.
I was wondering why I was getting ads.
Rookie mistake that, Lucas. Rookie mistake. Thank you much for the 7-month resub as well, Lucas. I appreciate that, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, let's lose spin chat to welcome Lucas into Vince fam as well for the 7 months as well. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much, man. But yeah, so my money right now is probably, honestly, on McLaren. You know, a Lando or Oscar win seems to be where it's at right now. It would be good for Oscar to get a win, wouldn't it? Obviously, it's his home Grand Prix, so yeah, we'll see, though. We'll see. Only 6 days to find out. Formula Racing twist the words. You probably made it was not confused by something. You'd have to read the article. I didn't read the article. I just saw it and kind of glimpsed over it, but yeah. This season on DTS seems pretty good. Nope. You will not convince me to watch it. I don't care. I'm not watching DTS. I've seen some of the clips that got posted online and stuff like that. I'm staying far from it. It's far, far from it. It is not for me. Not for me in the slightest. Piash is a future world champion, but not until the new regs. Maybe. Maybe. Right, let's have a look at our specialist real quick, shall we? Let's go with, for the manufacturing expert, we'll go... Complete 5 laps using these two different engine components. We'll definitely do that, actually. Overtake 8 cars out on the track in the race. We should definitely do that because we are starting at the back, most likely. Complete 6 laps in practice. Receive fewer than 2 corner cut warnings or penalties. We'll do 6 laps in practice, it's fine. 50 seconds in 5th gear or incur no more than 2 penalties. We are taking penalties this weekend, so we'll do that one. And that should do it. Lovely. Verstappen would be insane. I would be shocked if Max won. I would be absolutely shocked if Max won. That Red Bull at the moment doesn't seem to have the performance. And the upgrades they wanted to bring for Australia don't seem to be cooking right now. So I'm a little bit with Red Bull. I'm not too sure. But yeah, we do have Monza today, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got Monza, Baku, Singapore for this week. Next week, obviously, we'll have Circuit of the Americas, Mexico, and Brazil. And then after that, Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. So basically, we've only got about 3 weeks until we finish up this first season. So we're getting towards defining times, aren't we? We're getting towards defining times this season. And already closing in towards season 2 at this point as well. Whether we'll be with Williams for that or not, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, not many races to go at all. Only 9 weekends left to go in the season. And obviously right now we do sit in a pretty good spot in the championship. We sit in 4th place right now in the World Drivers' Championship. Only 1 point away from Charles Leclerc and 3 away from Lando Norris right now as well. So it's a very good battle for 2nd place. I think it's fair to say we probably won't get the World Championship in this first season. But yeah, that 2nd place in the championship is looking very spicy right now. And obviously with us taking that engine penalty today, will be tricky for us to get anything big out of this over Norris and Charles, but we will see, I guess. Anyone heard any F125 game updates? Nothing at the moment. Nothing at the moment. I assume we'll get some news very soon, especially if they're planning on like a mid to late May release. But yeah, at the moment, all quiet on the Western Front. Eating pizza this evening because we're in Monza today. Fair. That's a good way of doing it. Anything Italian's good. I had pasta, so, you know. I was true to the heritage here. The questions we asked will be answered this weekend. They will be, yep. Looks like we've got a full dry weekend coming up for this weekend as well. No rain in practice, no rain in quali, no rain in the race. I don't remember the last time we had rain in Monza, I'm not going to lie. Feels like a long time. But yeah, nice dry weekend this weekend. So it looks like we are going to get the regulations coming through very soon as well. Looks like in the next couple of weeks we'll probably get the regulations come through. I don't think they come through yet, have they? No, they haven't. So at some point in the next couple of weeks, we'll get the regulations through. Yeah, we'll have to start getting ready for that. Right, let's get our car set up for the weekend then. So, ICE-wise, we'll leave it at number 3, I think. We are probably going to take a new one this weekend, but for practice, we'll leave it at number 3. MGK will go number 2. MGH can stay 3 as well. That can stay... Oh, I think number 2, actually. Pasta carbonara for me? Nice. Looks like we're all going Italian today, huh? Best way to do it. Number 1 there. And then gearbox will go... number 3. There we go. Alright. Like I said, we are going to be taking some penalties today, I'm pretty sure, so... Oh, yeah. The predictions are paid out. Nico, can you pay the prediction, please, mate? I'm sorry to put you straight into work as soon as you arrive, but... right, let me just make sure the AI and stuff is on the right. Setting. Where's AI? 108? I think 108 is about right for Monza. I believe in the race you can go quite high because the AI slow each other up a lot in the race. But I think for qualifying, it should be about right. Right, we've got racetrack, time management, and ERS management to do today. Let's do this. I know, Nico, I'm sorry. I'm a terrible boss. My bad. I hope you're doing good, mate.
It's the fastest track on the calendar. The grandstands.
Did you ban that person from yesterday who messed up your win? Yeah, he's got a lifetime ban for community races. He will never be partaken again. Does 108 and 110 have a massive difference? Between 2 and 3 tenths in AI pace, I'd say. Once you get to like 100 AI, every single one you go from there is about a tenth to a tenth and a half faster per 1 AI. So it's a pretty big jump, especially at small tracks. Find those 2 tenths to be very tricky. In the longer tracks like Spa and stuff, it's not too bad. But for the shorter tracks like the Monzas, the Austrias, all those kinds of tracks, then yeah, they have a big jump. It feels like it, at least, anyway. Right, so we are, of course, in Monza today as well. So, let's probably start with tire management, I think. We'll go with hard tires for that. Actually, no, maybe we'll do ERS management on hards. That should be good. Yeah, we haven't got into qualifying yet. We only just started the stream, I mean, damn. Am I doing Australia watch-along? No. No, I don't usually do live stream watch-alongs. We do obviously talk about it a lot in Discord. Like, we have a lot of live chats and stuff in Discord where people talk about it while the race is going on, so... If you need a place to talk all things F1, our Discord is definitely a place to be. Surely quality's useless to the penalties? It is. There is no point doing qualifying, but qualifying's fun. So, I'm going to do it anyway. I'll look after the tyres, though, don't worry. I'll look after the tyres. You what? Your setup? You soiled your setup? What do you mean? Oh, I don't know. Force you back. There we go. Where can I find the Discord? If you want Discord in the chat. Come on, Discord in the chat. We'll take you straight to it. 57 brake bars. That seems a bit high. Let's put 56. Oh, you sold your sim setup? Well, that wasn't good. Back to controller for you then, I guess. Whoever's awake, Finn. Whoever will be awake will do it. Better to sell it than soil it? Yeah, I suppose. Yep. It would definitely lose value if you soiled it, that's for sure. Why do I have speed at miles per hour? Because I live in England. We use miles per hour here. Jam has COVID? Oh, boy. No wonder he's feeling like shit, huh? Who got banned yesterday? What did he do? Just watch the last lap of the race last night. And you will see everything you need to see. There probably is a clip of it as well, actually. But yeah, there was some interesting happenings. Let's say that. Very interesting happenings. Right, let's do some ERS management, shall we? It's still a little bit cold right now, just gonna be a bit careful. Does Diamond only exist for its race day? Yeah, basically. And Super Bowl day. How do I find the Discord? If you do !! Discord on Twitch, or go into the link in my bio on TikTok. The link in my bio has all my social medias there, so... Okay, I'm dreading a bit too much battery. You've increased the quality and you've gone back in time? Uh-oh. Let me know how it is back there, Nico. The future's great up here. But yeah, the link in my bio on Discord, on TikTok will have my Discord in it. As well as all my other social media too. He can't taste salt and vinegar chips. He's gone for an entire toilet roll for tissues. That treat's cooked. Yep, GG. GG. That does looks easy. Yeah, it's more the ERS delta that's a bit of a problem right now. A little bit too much inside carb there. Just to try and save a little more battery. That'll put us P5. Not too bad. Who's going to win this weekend? One of Oscar or Lando, I reckon. I think it'll be a McLaren. I'm just going to stay in medium. I'm not going to use too much hot lap. Might use a tiny bit of overtake here and there, but I'm going to try and avoid going into hot lap modes.
Nice one. Okay, reminder, a neat way to recharge the batteries by lifting at certain points when you feel you can and by gentle braking. Try those this lap and see how you get on.
Thanks,
and
Mark.
If you want to make the most of those gears, engine braking will also put some juice back into the battery.
Thank you,
Combine
Mark.
all these techniques and see how you go.
Cheers, buddy. Not as been playing this game for, like, you know, the entire year or anything like that, but thank you, mate. Ferrari on top. Well, Leclerc said he was a bit, he wasn't very happy with Ferrari's performance at the moment, so... I don't know, I do have a feeling at the moment Ferrari just had the better car. Not Ferrari, sorry. McLaren just had the better car. But we'll see. We'll find out on practice. I just hope it's a good race. I don't think Red Bull will be anywhere near the top 2, that's for sure. But, yeah. Any bold predictions for this year? I don't really have any bold ones, really. I've been asked that a couple times, but like, a lot of my predictions are fairly mild. There's nothing spicy about most of my takes. I said that Lewis might struggle this year. I don't know if that's a hot take or anything, but I think I put Lewis to finish like 5th in the championship. So if you see that as a hot take, then maybe that, but that is definitely a subjective one. Do I play full non-assist? Correct. All my assists are off. Okay, last lap was a green on the RS Delta, but I'm not sure I can get it to purple. Maybe we'll go none for Ascari. That wasn't too bad, actually. Maybe we'll do the same through Parabolica. Lewis getting his 9th WDC this season, you reckon? Needs to get an 8th, first of all. Maybe 9th next season, though. Ah, that was the exact same, basically. That line is exactly the same. Okay, it's fine. We'll take it. Alright, we've got one more lap of fuel. We'll do a bit of a quicker lap this time round. Does anyone know if Arthur had to choose a subscription or not? I don't believe so. But I think it's got like a lot of paid DLCs and stuff to it. Bro was sandbagging. Leclerc's doing that technique to make other teams lower their guards. You keep coping. You hold on to that copium. You might need it. If it all goes tits up this weekend, that copium's going to do you a solid. Fernando 33rd win this season. Ooh, I don't know about this season. Maybe next season, though. I'm not sure about this season, but maybe next season. That was a big slide on the exit of the second last round there. Fernando 33rd in Brazil. That'd be fantastic, to be fair, wouldn't it? What up, Ethan? Or maybe in his home Grand Prix. That would be great as well. Again, a lot in that final sector, huh? 7/10. That'll be a 20.1 over the line. 20.0, actually. And that's enough for P1, apparently. I don't know how, but it is. I'll take it. If Fernando wins a sprint, do we call it 32.5? Do we call that for other drivers? Maybe for Fernando, we will. Maybe for Fernando. Oh, you did? Thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Aston do a fast round Barcelona, unfortunately? Nah. Not at the moment, that's for sure, at least. Like I say, I think with Nui having full control of, like, the development from next season onwards, I do think maybe they could come up with something. I don't see him as, like, a Constructors Champion 26 or anything like that. It would be kind of crazy if they were. But I do think they might have a much more competitive car next season. Hopefully Nui can cook up something nice with the regulations. Madring is a dumb name. Oh, that is ridiculous, by the way. For those who didn't see it, they named the Madrid circuit Madring. Or Madring. I don't know how they're going to pronounce it, but yeah. A bit like the Hungaroring. They called the Madrid circuit Madring. Excuse me, what? Yeah. It's like a 3-year-old come up with that name or something. I mean, I guess it's a fitting name for a very interesting layout. That's something. Say it like you're saying ka-ching in a very high voice. Madrid circuit looks like it could be entertaining. I don't know. It's going to be a weird one. It looks very high speed, but I don't know. I'll have to see it in action first of all. I want to try and drive it as well. Maybe I need to load the mod onto a set of Quattro at some point and give it a go. But, yeah. High speed is the roundabout? Yeah, it looks a bit, yeah, something. How are my camera settings? My camera settings are doing okay. Thanks for asking. Red Bull or Monster? Monster. 2025 champion, in your opinion? Lando Norris. Could be Charles Leclerc as well, but I see Lando having a strong car all season. Can we just stop adding street tracks, please? I would like that, but I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to at all. Right. 3 out of 5 on DRS management. It's not ideal, but we'll have to take that for now. Couldn't quite get that purple. And apparently we weren't within 2 meters of the racing line either, so. Right, let's go and do, I think, race strategy next. Use a medium tire for that. And then we'll see how we do with the mediums. Am I making it to any races this season? Not in F1, no. I am going to a couple of, like, different racing events, but I'm not going to any F1 events or anything like that.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
They're trying to bring the Hunk-Roaring, Hockenheimring, Nürburgring vibes to make fans like it. Yeah, but the Madring's just very short, isn't it? And it just literally sounds like just 2 small words put together. I don't know. Like the Hockenheimring and the Nürburgring, they've got a ring to it. That was not meant in any way, but that wasn't meant in a literal way. But it rolls off the tongue, you know. Madring just doesn't sound right. Ever watched the new season of DTS? Nope, and I don't intend to. You got the Ultra Golden Pineapple one at the moment? I don't mind that one. My favorite right now is the Ultra Rosa. That's my favorite monster. Ultra Peach is also good as well. The thing is that they already initially had a name for the Madrid circuit. I think it was called like the Jacana or something like that. I don't know. Can't remember exactly what it was called, but it began with a J. Gonna say it's the penitentiary. Hell yeah. My favorite place to be. To be fair, they all sound dumb. Oh boy, here we go again. Normalize adding ring to the end of every Grand Prix name and track? Nah. You'll completely lose the uniqueness of it. That's what made everything that had the ring at the end of it feel so special. Was because it was very unique to them. If you do it to every track, you'll just completely lose that identity. Like, how many times do we call the Nürburgring? We literally call it the ring. People don't even say Nürburgring. People literally say the ring, and you immediately understand what they're talking about. If you do that for every track, it just loses its identity. Every track to Suzuka is technically a ring. Suzuka's a figure of 8. And I love it. Do you not get bored in practice? Nope. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. Oh, that's a little bit too much inside curve there. Just bounce the car up in the air a minute. You got the white monster? I don't mind the white monster, but I think... I don't know, I kind of like just... My taste buds got over it. It's alright, but... It's not my favorite. Used to be up there, but not anymore. Same as like the Mango Loco. I think I had too many of those, so I ended up not really enjoying it as much. Are we doing F1 Fantasy again this year? I mean, we can, but I'm probably going to forget it by race 3. I always do. I hope Max wins his 5th in a row. I would like that as well, but I'm not optimistic. And again, that's not to do with Max himself. I just don't think Red Bull are going to have a strong car this year. Danny coming in with that 2-month resub as well. Thank you much, Danny, for the 2 months, buddy. I appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, get us up in chat to welcome Danny into the Vince fam for the 2nd month in a row with that Twitch Prime. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, man. Hope you're doing good. Have you had the Lewis one, the peach flavor? Yes. To be fair, the Ultra Peachy tastes exactly the same. That was a bit of an awkward place to stop there from George, but I'll let it slide. Not a fan of Liam Lawson. He's cocky as fuck. An F1 driver being cocky? Color me shocked. Almost every driver on the grid is cocky. In some way, shape, or form. Are you going to point out every time, Mason? Because I'm going to keep doing it. Nothing's stopping it. Just wait until you hear the first I can't lie. White Red Bull over White Monster any day of the week. Any day of the week. White Red Bull. I don't know if I've had that one. Some of the flavored Red Bulls are very decent, to be fair. Like the orange one, I think it's a... It's like a tropical one, I think it is. That one was really good. Really, really good. 19897, small improvement there. I would love so many people get confused by it. White Red Bull is coconut? Oh, that's why I haven't had it. I don't like coconut. I'm not a big coconut fan. You want another Mazepin in F1? We've still got Lance Stroll for now. He'll be close enough. He's got some strange antics from time to time, so... Guess you don't like Bounty? Nah, not really. I don't know. I don't know what it is about coconut. I just like the texture of it. Like, if I'm talking about just coconut itself, like, the texture of it's really weird to me. I'm not a big fan of the flavor, either. It's a bit of a weird one. Strawberry apricot is orange, yellow is tropical. Ah, yeah, it might be the yellow one, actually. It might be the yellow one I had. I'm not a big fan of apricots, either. Yeah, the yellow one's good. I like the yellow one. I barely have it, though. I barely have the any Red Bull. 19791. These apps are slowly getting faster. And this one won't be. That one will definitely not be at that rate. I saw, Michael, yeah. I saw. I heard Danny might make a comeback. I don't think he should. I don't think he should. Ricciardo just needs to let Formula 1 go. Ricciardo was a fantastic driver. And I would like to see him back in the sport again, but let's be honest, he had a fall from grace, really, didn't he? He's already, like, kind of dismissed a lot of the Cadillac stuff, so I'd be very shocked if we saw Danny Ricciardo back in F1. Very, very shocked. Can you wear a red shirt? It's Mario Day? Really? It's Mario Day? When you hit 25k subs, you need to get the FSR too. 25k subs or 25k followers? If you're the owner of Cadillac F1, who would you pick as your drivers next year? Ooh, boy. I do feel like Cadillac themselves probably want an American driver, so I'm going to do that as well. Just for the branding. So maybe like a Colton Herta, if he can get a super license. I assume he can now, right? That makes sense. No, that makes sense. Bit like May the 4th being Star Wars Day. See, I'd probably bring in like a Colton Herta or something like that, maybe. To do the American branding stuff and all that. Who'd I have alongside him? I don't know if I'd want a young talent or an experienced driver. Difficult to say. I'm not too sure how Bottas would fare at the Cadillac. Obviously, I have Sergio Perez available as well, but I think that'd be more of a money move, really, wouldn't it? Than anything. Or you could look at an upcoming talent in F2 or something, so... No, I'm not too sure if I'd go experience or youth, basically. Maybe Sargent or Magnussen? Nah, not Sargent. Sargent's done with racing as well. He's stepping aside from racing. Experience the first few seasons to improve the car. I mean, if we're going for the experience side, then yeah, it probably would be someone like Bottas, maybe. Do you know what? I actually think Perez would do all right at Cadillac. I generally think Perez would do okay at a team like Cadillac.
Okay, test complete.
He's got plenty of experience. He's got a good few wins under his belt. I'm sure he can help develop the car as well. I genuinely think that Perez might be a good option. Unironically. I just don't think that Sergio Perez is suited to a top team. Like a team competing for championships. I don't think he's suited to a team like that. But a team that's like around mid-table or lower, I think could do alright. And he has a lot of sponsor money. Yeah, I agree. It'd benefit them in many ways, I think. Colapinto? Colapinto will probably be at Alpine by that time. And when I say at Alpine, I obviously mean in a driver role, not a reserve driver. Danny Ricciardo? Nah. I think we need to let Danny Ricciardo go. What about Zhou? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, I personally wouldn't pick him. Whether Cadillac do or not, I don't know. But me personally, I wouldn't pick Zhou. But Magnussen and Perez, I think. Nah, I do think Cadillac are going to want an American driver. Chat, who is the best American driver available? Is it Colton? I don't like watch a lot of IndyCar or anything like that, so my knowledge of that and the drivers and things isn't very good. So who actually is the best American driver available? Zilish is a great show, actually. He's been unbelievable in every series he's touched, actually, isn't he? Zilish is actually a very good show. Wow, I feel this lap servo box. Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tech, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate it. Joseph Newgarden. How old is he now? I feel like he's been around for years. Kyle Kirkwood isn't bad. I'm unfamiliar with him. Get Vince in the Cadillac. Maybe Berry will be available. Crawford. Is he in F2 again this year, or? I know he was in the F2 last year, but... Yeah, 19.6 a lap as well. Not bad. It's a Leclerc 1-2 again, chap. We can't escape it. We cannot escape it. Logan wouldn't be a bad option. Logan, I'm pretty sure, is not going to be racing for a while. So it would be a bit of a useless pick going for him. Pato would be a shout. Pato Awards. To be fair, he's done a lot of F1 testing, isn't he? Ricky Bobby. Award has done a lot of testing with McLaren, so I wonder if that would be an option. Is he from the US or is he from Mexico? Might be thinking of someone else, but... Colton Hertz, maybe? That's what I was thinking. Alex Plo's good, but he's Spanish, right? Yeah. Yeah, Alex Plo's from Spain. It was from Mexico? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. If you're going to pick a Mexican driver, it'll probably be Sergio, just for the money, I'm not going to lie. Purely for the money. Yeah, I'd imagine Coulter will probably be the best option then. Coulter? Colton. Colton Herter. I love the name Colton. I don't know why. The first name Colton sounds so cold. Van Dorn and Verline. We're going back to 2016 here, aren't we? Manor racing style. Fuck it, bring Rio Haryanto in as well. All right, we are on top so far in FP1, which is not what I was expecting at all, but maybe we can go 110 AI today. But so far, we are sitting in P1. I think that'll probably do us for FP1 as well. We got 5 out of 5 on race strategy. We got 3 out of 5 on ERS as well. We'll do time management FP2, and then we'll do a few quali laps as well. And that will wrap us up for practice and set us up nicely for qualifying. Who's WDC this year? In my opinion, Lando. I think we'll get a new champion this year. Audi's coming too, aren't they? Yeah, 2026. Obviously, Audi aren't like being another team on the grid. They're replacing Sauber. So this is the final year. We should see a green kick. Please. Please. Audi, please. Give us a good livery. I imagine we already know what the livery will look like, to be fair, but... Stingray Bob is my favorite name for a driver. Yeah, I have seen Stingray Bob. I've not watched many IndyCar races, but his name always stands out. I can see Kyle Kirkwood because he's already in the Andretti umbrella. That'd be an easy one then, I guess, wouldn't it? It'd be an easy one.
Practice is officially over. Until next time,
goodbye. All I know is I'm probably skipping F125 and waiting for 2026 to my team and have 12 teams. I mean, I'm honestly kind of curious how the my team's going to work for that. Because they're going to have to edit a lot of the pit lane stuff, aren't they? To get the extra garages and stuff and things. So, yeah, that'll be something. Right then, there is the end of FP1 there, ladies and gentlemen. Verstappen does take that top spot right at the end, but it is on the soft tyre. We're on the mediums, the quickest on the mediums so far as well. So I think we're definitely good to go 110 AI today. Charles Leclerc finished up in P3. We've got Sainz and Norris on the mediums behind us. Piastri and Albon. Piastri on the softs, Albon on mediums. Perez, Bottas, and Alonso all in that top 10 there on the softs as well. So Albon's pace looking pretty good as well. So I'm liking this so far. I'm liking this. And Williams looking quick. And we do typically look very quick at tracks where there's a lot of straight lines. So we saw that in Belgium. Looks like we're seeing it again today in Italy, so. Lando has no hands to be world champion. Verstappen again will be champion. Even because his Red Bull's car this year is more predictable, according to Marco. Well, judging for what we've seen so far from the car, I do not have any hope for Red Bull. And especially with the way they sort of digressed last year, I have very little hope for Red Bull, in fact. I only see Red Bull continuing to go downhill, if anything. I hate that I feel that way, but that's what I see. I don't have as much faith in Red Bull as you do. The only issue with IndyCar drivers is I don't know what track limits are. Look up the IndyCar COTA race. Oh, I mean, come on. Track limits are different for every series. It's the same for World Endurance Championship. I mean, look at NASCAR around COTA as well. Those guys even bother staying on the track for the half the damn lap. What up, Tilly? I got a feeling Red Bull will be like us in 2023 this year. I mean, I just don't have a lot of hope for their performance. Even Max was shaking his head at the car when driving and testing. Yeah. And a lot of the things he said in the presser as well, like, doesn't fill you with confidence, does it? I saw a stat that shows every single Haas driver except Nico has retired from F1 with Haas. He's a lone survivor. He's getting old as well. He's like 37, isn't he? So he's probably not too far away from retirement.
Right now, so take a few laps to get the tires up.
Are we still changing engine parts? We are planning on it, yeah. We are planning on it. Well, Irish, how's it going, mate? I think it's time for Hamilton to hang it up. That's an outrageous statement. Definitely not. Hamilton will be in the sport for at least 2027, I think. He'll be around for a few more years still. I thought that same way after 2021. I thought maybe Hamilton would give it 2 more years and give it up. But he's still here and he still wants to compete. And he's still shown enough of his abilities to be able to compete for a championship. So I don't see him retiring anytime in the next couple of years. Mick and Hulk at Audi, I'm calling it. That'd be a pretty interesting lineup. All German duo. That's Audi. Would be interesting. Depends how Bortoleto does, though. All depends on how the rookie does. Need a little bit more tire temp. Hamilton 2063 world champion. On the George Russell number, yeah? Would be very fitting. Very fitting. Crippy, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate it as well, dudes. Hope you're doing good. Alright, let's do this. I'm just excited to see my boy Lawson hopefully put in a performance. My expectation of Lawson is not very high, I'll be honest. Again, partially because I don't have a lot of faith in Red Bull, but I don't see Lawson being up there much. Would be nice to see, but yeah, I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen. I did put the AI 110, didn't I? I think I did. Well, Dutchy. They're going to bury Hamilton in his car. He'll never leave. I'll tell you what, if Lewis does actually manage to beat Charles this year in the championship, it would not be a good look for Charles, in my opinion. Considering he was supposed to be like the golden boy for Ferrari. Having someone in their first year at Ferrari beating you would not be good. How did I get so much time management at the end there? What? Fair enough. I mean, easy purple. I'll take it. Puts us back to P1 again. I'm new to F1. What's the benefit of 100 differential? It's basically the meta this year. High diffs are the meta because the car has so much rotation that you really don't need any more. So you might as well have the diff at 100 and just get best traction possible, right? The cars have so much rotation in this game. You don't really need any more than it's already got. So you might as well just go up for All the traction in the world. I say that and lose a bit of traction there, but... Oh, come on. That was sloppy for the second last mate. Let's recharge the battery, actually. We'll do a bit of battery recharge. And then last year, they came out of a deep hole and won the race and had a good place. They won one race in Qatar. And I don't think they were the fastest car that weekend either. In Abu Dhabi, they were still nowhere. Brazil was a freak show for Max, to be honest with you. Brazil was all about Max. Are we back to Tuesday sign-ups? No. What we are thinking about, though, is maybe changing the sign-ups to a Friday. Which would be 2 days before the race. I'll confirm if we end up doing that, but that was one of the ideas that was discussed. Oh, a little bit wide there. A little bit poor on the 2 Lesmos. Friday 5 PM, something like that. Like I say, I'll confirm if we do it, but... Until I confirm it, assume it's still Sunday. Yeah, I kind of keep on the track if I'm going too high there. Liam isn't going to be fast, I'm telling you. I don't have a lot of expectation of Liam. I think anyone who does have high expectation of Liam probably should lower it ASAP. To be honest with you. I want him to do well. It'd be awesome to see him do well, but I don't see it happening. Crazy that Perez was right about what was wrong with the car and Red Bull didn't believe them. They literally didn't... Well, it's not that they didn't believe him. It's that they didn't do any action because Max was still winning. So they weren't taking it as seriously. It was just Max doing Max things, basically. And it's kind of mad that the issues started happening early in the season, but Max was able to dismiss them, essentially. He was able to imagine it's not there. Unfortunately, now it's caught up with them. But, yeah, they refused to do anything about it. It was just because Max was doing so well. So they kind of just brushed it aside, really. I reckon Liam will hang around P8, P9 in the championship. I think I put him P8. I think I put Antonelli 7th and then Lawson 8th, I think. I need to have a look at my predictions again. I always forget them. Well, Dory. But yeah, I think those two rookies will probably be around the 7th, 8th mark. I'd imagine they'll have a couple of battles themselves, Lawson and Antonelli. Liam P6 in the championship? No, I don't think so. Don't think so. What do I think Lewis will finish? I think I put 5th or 4th, maybe. One of those two. My expectations of Lewis are fairly low this year. In his first year of Ferrari. Do we think to win lasts? Nah. I give it 5 or 6 races before they bring Colapinto in. Alpine seem obsessed with Colapinto, so I don't think we'll see Duan in there for much longer. Who's winning Drivers' Championship this year? Lando or Charles? Most likely Lando, I think, but I think Charles will be up there too. You see Williams getting around 80 points this season? I'm not going to give like estimations on points and things, but I do think Williams will have a solid car. I'm a little worried about like how much development they've actually done for this year because of the amount of incidents they had last year. Like, I know they were put in a very difficult position with their development because of the amount of crashes they had. So I'm a little worried about how they'll develop over the season, but I hope they get a strong car. It'd be nice to see them in the fight for the constructors at some point in the next few years. Sainz wins, imagine. I mean, Williams did look very good in testing, but again, it's always difficult to judge from testing, isn't it? Right, we have 3 softs available, all of them fresh, of course, which means we'll do a few quali laps. We've got 5 out of 5 on the time measurement as well, so that's really good. So we'll pump out a few quali laps on this soft tyre and see how we fare, and that'll do us for practice, I think. We'll skip a little bit more time, actually. Why are they low out of interest? What do you mean, sorry? Who, Antonelli and Lawson, or someone else? Something happened to my index. It's dropped from 400 to 20. Oh, boy. I'd be in touch with the ISP. Right, let's go do a few quali laps.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
We've got a few tyres to use. You might as well. Why are my expectations of Lewis low? I just think that because he's been Mercedes-backed for so long in his career, like pretty much his entire F1 career, and even before that, he was always, you know, with Mercedes. He's going into something completely different now, like a completely different car, completely different environment, completely new teammate, new people, new surrounding. Like, everything's going to be brand new to him. And it'll probably feel a bit overwhelming for him. Like, I'm not saying he'll do bad. I just don't think he'll do fantastic, you know? I don't think he'll be world champion material in his first year in Ferrari. Next year, though, with the new regulations, everyone being on the same page, there could be a big opportunity for him to go for the championship, especially if Ferrari get the regulations right. But I think this year, I do think Ferrari will have a strong car, but I just don't think Lewis will be quite up to scratch with it in the first season.
Right,
Oh, boy.
enough fuel for 3 more laps.
So I'm trying to work out who was at fault for that crash. I personally said racing incident. I didn't blame too much on GB when I watched the replays back. I pinched a little bit. He hit the curb and understeered. It was a bit of just an unfortunate one, really. I think if it was a league race, I think GB probably would have got a penalty because he was the one behind. Not that I'd agree with that, but typically in league racing, they would give penalties to the car behind for that sort of collision. But, yeah. From my perspective, I think it's just a bit unfortunate, really. One of those, you know? Apparently needs to bring his steering wheel because he couldn't adapt to the Ferrari one. Yeah, I saw that they had to reconfigure the Ferrari wheel, didn't they? To the way he likes it. And that's something that will have to happen over the entire year as well. Like, little things and changes to the car to suit him a bit better. And that's why I'm not expecting too much. Like, everything's going to be so brand new to him. Ferrari don't really know what to expect from him. He probably doesn't really know what to expect too much from Ferrari. So there'll be a lot of adjustments they make throughout the year, which is why I'm not too sure if he'll be up there. With Mercedes, at least, you know, they understood what they wanted from him. He understood what they wanted from him. And everyone was kind of on the same page. Even though it didn't quite go to plan in his later years, you know, they still had a very successful time overall. So once Lewis and Ferrari are on that same page together and have that understanding, I think he'll be, you know, possibly unstoppable. I just think that first year will be like a settlement. Yeah, you know. Hey, or does noob. I don't mind. I personally don't mind. Oh, good parabolica. Very nice parabolica. And that'll be 2/10 found. Lovely. 18.8. Good stuff. Very, very nice first quali lap. If Ferrari chooses Lewis over Charles, it's going to be interesting. I think Ferrari are definitely going to be in a predicament for their future. Because they've got a lot of talents in their academy right now as well. Obviously, Ollie Behrman's got a seat this year. I'd imagine Ollie Behrman will be the replacement for Lewis Hamilton in the next few years. But, like I said earlier, if Lewis actually does manage to beat Charles over the season, in his first season at Ferrari, it would not be a good look for Charles at all, in my opinion. I actually think Charles might feel a lot of pressure this year. Because he knows that he cannot get beat by someone who is in their first year at Ferrari. Like, that's not an option. And it would look great for him as well to beat a 7-time world champion too, so... Bogdanovic is number 1 after Lewis. Yeah, Bogdanovic is a good talent as well. I do think Behrman will probably be the first look. Obviously, because he's already done a race with him as well, so... What do I think the pole time will be? Oh, God, I have no idea. Not a clue. What was last year's? I'm not very good with lap times. To be fair, when he first joined Mercedes, Mercedes weren't that good. He definitely saw the project with Mercedes, and I remember when he actually joined Mercedes, there was a lot of backlash about it as well. People would say he was like, you know, he was downgrading massively and things, and a lot of people were very confused by his move, but he obviously saw the, you know, the progress they were making, he saw the potential, and he gambled on it. And, I mean, look, it worked out. Look how McLaren digressed over the years, and look how Mercedes made him a 7-time world champion, so, yeah. Pole time last year was 23.4. I mean, it all depends on track conditions and stuff, doesn't it? I know this year's cars generally look quicker so far, but it all depends on track conditions. Lying on the internet is fun. Got him. You're a bastard. I hate you. What actually was last year's pole? Stop trolling me. People called Lewis's move to Mercedes a career suicide. Exactly. That's what I mean. There was a lot of backlash about it. But, hey, it worked out, didn't it? Was it a 15.9 last year, was it? I'll go... low 15, then. Low, like 15.1, maybe. I have no clue to 1, 2, 3, 4. You did as well, you bastard. See, if it was like a different track, I wouldn't have believed you. Because Australia does have similar lap times in the race, that one got me. I'll allow it. Right. Fresh soft tire. Let's go again.
Okay,
let's go again.
Check's complete. We're ready to go.
But like I say, like, it's always difficult to predict a pole time because you have no idea how the track conditions are going to be. It could be a little bit greasy out there. The track might be green. It might not be optimal. Might not be very well rubbered in. Evolution might not be that strong. Like, there's a lot of factors that play into a lap time. Wind could be a little bit different as well. Apparently rain on Sunday. I did see something about that, actually. A wet Australian Grand Prix would be crazy. I think that'd be a fantastic race. Vodafone McLaren was goated. Probably one of the best liveries of all time. Definitely up there. I love the chrome McLaren. Does wind really affect the time that much? Low winds, not really, but when it's a bit of a higher wind, yes. Because it gets the car all out of shape and stuff, and the air's moving as you try and pierce through it, so... Drivers do take it a little bit easier through corners where there's more tailwind and stuff. And obviously if you're getting headwind as well, it's technically pushing the car back, so... Am I getting up at 3:30 on a Sunday? Maybe 3:45. That extra 15 minutes could be crucial. Let's get his tyres juiced up. I did nowhere near tyre one from that lap, but we roll with it. Let's Red Bull go. I was in a hard tyre, actually. Just going to back off a tiny bit. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. What up, Howard? Oh shit, that's a bit of a lock-up. Somehow gain time, though? Sebring prep. That should be an arm workout for that, mate. Don't need fitness, you need an arm workout. Your shoulder's gonna feel it. Nice. It's a little bit wide at the apex there, but should be okay. Oh, good time in the Lesmos. Surprising time as well, actually. Lovely Ascari. This is a great lap. Get a little bit of slipstream here as well. Don't mind if I do. Nearly ran it wide. I did probably lose a bit of time there, but down to let me go. 18.6, another improvement. Good stuff. We are looking pretty good so far this weekend, chat. Bit of a shame we're taking an engine penalty now, but we need it. We need it. If she gave us a commentator, it would be crazy. If Sky need one, I'd be available. They don't dare say your name, Cake. They should call you Flying instead. Alright, let's head back to the garage. I think we've got one more soft tire available, and then we'll head into qualifying after that. Is there a big difference for the G920 and the G923? Not a massive difference. I think the feedback's a little bit different on the G923. It's also universal, the G923. It can be used on any platform, PC, Xbox, PlayStation. I believe it uses something called True Force feedback instead of whatever the force feedback is on the G920. But just small improvements, basically. It's not perfect, but, you know, it's still a good way to get going, you know. Views on the crash at Britain. What between me and GB? It was very Verstappen-Hamilton-esque, let's say that. No, I'm not going to do that, Michael. Not right now. It was an unfortunate one between me and GB. I've already said it plenty of times, but it was very unfortunate. You know, I could have left a bit more space. He could have, well, he got a bit... Oh, God. He got a little bit of understeer when he hit that bump as well, which just made us have more contact than it would have. Yeah, I think both parties probably could have done a bit better to avoid it, but it's one of those. I'm not too fussed about it anymore. It was frustrating at the time, but I watched it back. I realized I could have done better. He realized he could have done better. We both admitted our responsibilities and just moved on from it, really, so... Oh, wait, no, I'm supposed to hate him, aren't I? That's it, chat. I'm leaving Aston Martin. I'm going to Haas. It was a mix of Hamilton, Verstappen, and Rosberg Hamilton. Yeah, it really was. It really was. Vince's Hamilton? No, I was the Verstappen in that situation. I was on the outside. Jimmy was the Hamilton on the inside. Thoughts on the game yesterday? The Arsenal game? Pff, terrible. We were shocking. Wins the title and pull a Rosberg. I need to get a win, first of all. That'd be a good shout. Win a race would be objective number 1. Tires are a little bit warmer this time, so maybe we'll find time. Oh, bit of out of shape in that first part of the chicane. Very nice second Lesmo, though. Let's get onto a Ascari. Yeah, that was too much. Too much understeer. Turned it a little bit too late there. Unfortunately, this lap won't be an improvement then. Good parabolic again, though. Yeah, 18.6. If that was a good Ascari, that would have been a nice lap time, but, yeah, just turned it a little bit too late there. Win without winning a race is to assert dominance. That's what we're doing it, I guess. Is Ferrari 2018 the most beautiful Formula car in history? No. What do you mean by most beautiful Formula car? Are you talking about, like... Are you talking about the livery? Or the performance of the car? I mean, either way, no, to be fair, but... Livery? No, definitely not. Definitely not. Alright, I think that'll probably do us for the day in practice. Looks like we're going to finish up on top. We'll wait and see how the next 16 minutes unravel, but I'd imagine we should be comfortably on top for this one. Black and gold loads. There's so many liveries out there that clear. Even like the Chrome McLaren clears. I personally used to love the black and silver McLaren, like the West sponsor one. I used to love that livery. I don't know why. I think the nostalgia of it is what I love the most, but... Which one for you is most beautiful? Like I said, I really like the old McLarens. I love the chrome. I love the West livery ones. As Kieran said, the black and gold Lotus is amazing as well. Even the white Bull as well. The white Red Bull is up there. Maybe a bit of recency bias, but I don't care. I love that livery. Absolutely loved it. What about Alfie? What about Alvin? The Mick Hacken car, exactly, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think then that is going to wrap us up for the day with practice. We are currently 9/10 up on Sergio Perez, so I think it's safe to say we should be all right for holding on to P1 here. They might get a little bit closer, but, I mean, K-Max has gone P3.5, so there we go. Alex Albon does a 9.3. Go on, make it a Williams 1-2. Keep it a Williams 1-2. I know you want to. Oh, Carlos, you ruined my day. Yellow Jordan deserves a shout. Even the Benetton as well. I like the Benetton liveries. They were very obscure in a way, but very unique. There we go. We did finish up on top then in FP2. I also love the Sprite liveries as well, livered car as well. I think it was... What car was it that had the Sprite livery? Was it a Jordan? Maybe it was Benetton. I can't remember. No, it was 7-Up, sorry. The 7-Up livery. That was Jordan, right? It was Jordan or Benetton that had the 7-Up livery. And that one was very, very unique in its own way. But yeah, we did finish up on top in FP2. Then we did finish 4.5 tenths up on Carlos Sainz. Verstappen went on a 9.0 on a medium tyre. That's very quick. Very, very quick. On a soft tyre, he could definitely go above us there. Sergio Perez on the softs as well on a 9.1. Then we've got Albon in P5. That's also pretty solid as well. Norris, Magnussen, both of them Mercedes in 8th and 9th. And Nico Hulkenberg in the top 10. And yeah, that pretty much sums up practice. We look pretty quick so far. Hopefully, we can translate this pace into quali pace. Be very happy. Probably Jordan. I think it was Jordan. I think it was. Well, Dennis. Still waiting for the McLaren Vodafone livery. I don't think they're going to do it. I think they're too, like... They love their papaya too much, don't they? Anytime they try and bring back the chrome livery, it always doesn't look that good. Because it just doesn't work with the papaya. Papaya and silver just doesn't look good together. Like when they did that triple crown livery as well, that didn't look that good. I appreciated the idea behind it, but it really didn't look that good. I'm good, Dennis. How do you I'm not sure what you mean there, Greg. Sorry, mate. I'm gonna have to rephrase the question. Quali inbound, yes, sir. Right, let's just finish up these last little bits. Should be quite easy. And then that should give us 5 out of 5 on everything. We probably should start saving up our R&D points now as well, considering we've got those regulation changes coming soon. So, all right, 5 out of 5. Not bad at all. McLaren Monaco livery. Yeah, I think they used it in Monaco. They used a few different liveries in Monaco. They had like the Golf livery as well at one point. They had the Triple Crown livery as well. They've had a few different Monaco liveries. Any predictions of the upcoming season? Lando Norris win the title. Leclerc second, Verstappen third, Piastri and Hamilton 4th and 5th. It's my top 5. Thoughts on Cadillac joining F1? I'm excited. I'm keen to see what they can do. I don't think they'll be like anything crazy off the bat. They'll be a bit lower down, but yeah. Lando to win? I think so. I think McLaren are gonna have the best car this season. And I think Lando will benefit the most out of it. Whoops, that is not the button I meant. That's the one I want. But yeah, I think McLaren will have the best car this season. Right. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get ourselves ready for qualifying here in Monza. Like I said, we are going to be taking a brand new engine this weekend. The question is, how much do we actually take? We need an ICE. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to do that right now. I'm literally going to just take that ICE right now. MGUK, we're fine on. MGUH, we're fine on. Energy stalls are on 44 and 54. Turbochargers are good. Control electronics are on 49 and 37. They could go a bit longer if we need them to. Gearboxes are good for the time being as well. So, what do we do, chat? Do we take the entire lot? Or do we just go with an ICE and an energy store? They're the two we desperately need, really. An ICE and an energy store are the definite two priorities. If Lando doesn't win it this year, he'll never win one. I mean, I'd be shocked if he doesn't this year, to be honest with you. It's between him and Charles, I think. Energy store will last. Not for too long, though. We might get away with a few races. I think up until maybe end of Singapore, going into Kota, maybe. I think the energy store might be a little bit worse for wear with that, but I don't know. I feel like if we are going to take an energy store, we probably should take everything. Is how I'm thinking right now. Because I think an IC will give us a 10 place, and I believe an energy store will give us a 10 place as well, which already puts us at the back of the grid. So if we take an energy store, then yeah, we might as well take everything. In the meantime, let's actually just adjust everything else the way we want it to be. MGUK will go with number 1. Take the lot, you reckon? Just do it all. It is a good track for overtaking. It is a good track to overtake at. Yeah, you reckon the lot? Alright, let's do it. Fuck it. We'll need it at some point anyway. Let's just try and tank it all in the first time of asking. Technically, we don't need to bother doing qualifying here if we're starting at the back, but we're going to do qualifying anyway. Just to see how good our pace truly is. We will be careful with tires, though, of course. We will be careful with tires. 7th place pen will be there? Hell yeah. I know there used to be a bug in the game where you could take an entire engine and you wouldn't get penalties for it. It would say you did, but it would keep you in the same position. So I believe that's patched now, though. Yeah, all right, we're taking the new engine, which means no matter where we finish for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting at the back of the grid. But we are going to do qualifying anyway. But good to know where our pace is in qualifying and, yeah, give us an idea of where we should be for the race as well. So we don't need to do qualifying, but for the sake of content, we're going to do qualifying anyway. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to head into Q1. It is going to be a full dry weekend. No rain forecast for the entire weekend. So it should be a nice hot one from start to finish in qualifying and for the race as well. So without further ado, let's head into qualifying number 1. The prediction for Q3 is where we finish this session before penalties. Yeah, of course. Of course.
It's all about the speed today. Qualifying awaits us. Welcome to Monza for the Italian Grand Prix.
Yeah, big dap up. Hype each other up. Love to see it. I don't think I've seen that cutscene before. That seemed like a new cutscene to me, but... You did a Last of Us in Spa after that glitch in Hardcore Season 2. That is true. We did do a Last of Us there. Did you sort Galactic's punishment from yesterday? Yeah, he's got a lifetime ban for community races. He will never be partaking again, I've decided. Right. We'll go 3.3 laps on fuel load then. That'll keep us going for the out lap, fast lap, and the in lap. Like I said, we are going to be quite careful on tires today because the more tires we have spare, the better. So we'll try and get through as many laps as we can on one tire, ideally. And yeah, hopefully this one and only lap we can do in Q1 would get us through to Q2. So let's skip a tiny bit of time. We'll go to about the 16-minute mark. And we'll head out for our first lap.
All set. We're ready to
We're
go.
doing it for the sake of prediction and content, though, Alaya. I feel like we should change up these quality predictions a little bit as well, though. Because let's be honest, we haven't been knocked out in Q1 all season, and we've got a fast car now. I feel like we should change up the predictions, where it's like top 10 in Q1 or something. Oh, Squanny. What up, gaming? Is Williams your favorite team? No. I do like Williams, but no, not my favorite team. Use the medium. I might need the medium for the race, so that's the problem. But again, he's safety cars and stuff. Mediums could be a good tire. Will we just cancel and redo it? Yeah, why not? Change it to like maybe top 8 or top 10 or something. I mean, I want to say hello to you, but you don't have a username, so hello. Your username is literally 3 symbols. Who is my favorite team? Aston Martin. I'll be a good old Aston. Bit more up on that right side if we can.
We've dropped to P20.
Scar should help. There we go. Tires in a good window. Keep that right side warm, we'll be alright. Have we had another secret meeting in this career? I think the last one we had was with... Was it Haas? I think it might have been Haas. Alright, here we go. Lap 1, Q1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can put down for this first lap. Let's lock in real quick. Yo, Carter, thank the 1,000 bits, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. I'll get to that properly in a second. Thank you, mate. Appreciate that. Very kind. Didn't see any purples so far. Scurry and Parabolica to go. That felt pretty good in the Scurry. Maybe a little bit faster through the first part, but didn't feel too bad. Ooh, that's a bit deep in Parabolica, though. Little bit too late into Parabolica. Down to the line we go. How's it going to be for our opening lap of the night? It's going to be an 18-1. Puts us into second place. Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari. A 17-7 from the Spaniard. Very good lap for the Ferrari duos. Charles is in third place right now. Ourselves in second. Piastri and Stroll in that top 5 as well. So I'd imagine there's probably still a good few drivers to a lap. It's still quite early in the session, so... But at the moment, P2's not too bad. We can work with that. We can definitely work with that. God, I thank much for the, at the end of 1,151 bits. I appreciate that, dude. Very kind of you, man. Fuck away from my top step. I appreciate that, dude. That's very kind of you. Very, very kind. Predictions for them this year? Who, Aston? Not a lot, to be honest. I don't have a lot of expectation. Nearly block checker that. My expectation of Aston Martin is very low. I think maybe for 2026 they could cook something up with Nui having full control of that car. But yeah, this year I'm not too sure. How long have I been playing? This game or the F1 games in general? Joe, thanks for following Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Most improved driver this season? Ooh. Wait, are you saying who I think will be the most improved driver? Or who is the most improved driver from last season? Because this season hasn't started yet, so... All of them? I mean, my first F1 game was like 2012 or something like that, I think. The earliest memory I have is 2012. But I played a lot of F1 games after that, so... More consistently since like 2016, 17. But, yeah, so quite a while. Almost 10 years. Oh, who I think would be the most improved? I don't know. Maybe like maybe an Albon? Something like that? Don't know. It's tough to call. Tough to call. Thank you, Carl. 144 as well, mate. Appreciate it, dudes. What's difficulty? 110. 110. Right. So, Verstappen has put himself in the second place as well for the time being. That puts him ahead of ourselves. Like I said, Charles Leclerc sitting in 4th, Alex in 5th, Piastri, Perez, Stroll, Norris, and Zhou in P10 right now. Go on, Zhou. Wait, hang on. Both the Saubers are cooking. What's happening? Both the Saubers on an 18-7. What's going on here? Every driver's on a lap as well. Damn, okay. Sauber's cooking for the first time this season. That's a rarity. Right. We've got 9 minutes to go in this session, so we'll skip to the last 5 minutes or so. I think being in P3 should be enough to get us through to Q2, but we'll see. I didn't watch it, K-Cray, so no. You're a very good driver. I appreciate it. We've got one car out on track right now. It's George Russell. I don't know if he's on a lap or if he's just improved. He is on a lap. All right, let's see what George does then. 4 minutes to go. I'm sure he took a new PU and now your straight line speed is impeccably good. I think it would have been good regardless, to be fair, but yeah, having it in the best possible condition definitely is gonna help. 26.2 in the first sector for George. For context, I was at 25.7, so that Mercedes looks a bit of a pig to drive so far. Let's see how their middle sector is. .26.0. That is only a slight bit slower than us, not too much. And then final set for George Russell, it needs to be a 28.63 to match us. Let's see how that final sector is for George. I don't see a big improvement coming here, though. But he is P14, so maybe he might move up a few positions. Here we go. George Russell down to the line. How's he going to do for his final lap of Q1? P10. He bumps a few positions up, but it's not a huge amount, is it? Not sure if he'll be comfortable with that. An 18.6 for the Brit. Right. I think we're good then. If George Russell goes P10 at the end there, I think we're good to go to Q2. So let's skip a little bit of time. We'll watch the final laps go in. And then we will call it a day for Q1. Monza's fast, but it gets boring. Not enough flow. I find Monza a very repetitive track. It's not the most fun, in my opinion. It's not as if it's a bad track. It's just, yeah. It's very repetitive. A lot of the corners are similar and stuff, so. Save your tires? Yeah, I'm going to. I go to an air show this year? Nice. Yeah, but again, it's also not telling the real story, though, is it, Bucks? That's the issue. And that's a common problem with DTS, is they never tell the full, actual, true story. Like, yeah, it was a great drive from George and stuff like that, but they're completely evading reality, which is what they do best. I like racing the Netherlands, so smooth. Me too, actually. I enjoy it as well. 26.0 first sector for Perez. That's about the same as what Russell did, I think. Maybe Russell's 26.2, maybe. Favorite driver and team. Favorite driver, Verstappen. Favorite team, Aston Martin. So if Verstappen goes to Aston Martin in 2026, I'd be very happy. If they have a good car, of course. Let's see how the Red Bull goes. The middle sector, 25.9. That's a good middle sector for Checo. Very good middle sector. Into Parabolica for the Mexican. Let's see how he does. Virtually the way to the line. Does an 18.4. Puts him into P5. We stay ahead of him as well, so that's good. Alex Albon, I think, might be on a lap. He's currently in P6, or he's finished a lap at least. So I think Albon should be through to Q2 as well. Let's see as we finish up Q1 then. If we stay in P3, we do indeed. Alex Albon improves to P5 as well. Look at that penalty as well, chat. 65 place grid penalty. Love to see it. Carlos Sainz, ladies and gentlemen, is fastest in Q1, and what a lap as well for the Spaniard. A 17.7. A very, very quick drive lap there from the Spanish driver. Verstappen in second place on 18.1. We're just behind him in P3. Charles Leclerc, our brother, of course, in P4. Alex Albon in P5. So the Williams looking very good so far here in Monza. Lando Norris, Perez, Piastri, Stroll and Alonso, all in that top 10. Russell, Zhou, Hamilton, Bottas, and Hulkenberg, all in the top 15. So Mercedes do survive for Q1. Will they get through to Q2, though? That's the question. Leaving us in Q1, then, will be Pierre Gasly, the Racing Bull of Danny Ricciardo, the Haas-Kurt Magnussen, the other Racing Bull of Yuki Tsunoda, and Esteban Ocon. They're all knocked out in Q1. But look at this. Both the Saubers getting through to Q2. That's a rarity, isn't it? But both of them through to Q2 here in Monza. Let's see if they can get to Q3 as well. Any particular reason why Aston Martin? I've been an Aston Martin person my entire life. Like, in terms of their road cars, in terms of all the racing cars they've had throughout the years, the GTs and things, the LMPs. I've always been a big Aston Martin guy, so naturally, you know, with them being in F1, it was only right to support them, right? So, yeah, I've always been a big Aston Martin guy. Starting at Imola with that penalty? Honestly, might as well. Back row of Imola. Here we go, baby. Do the 63 laps around Imola, then come here and do the 50. What'd you do to earn that penalty? Yeah, we took a brand new engine. Everything brand new. ICE, gearbox, MGUs, turbochargers, everything. Right, like I said, we are going to try and save as many tyres as possible. So we are going to try and stick to this one tyre in Q2, if possible as well. So let's go on to that old soft tyre. The fuel should be fine. And let's head out for our first lap.
When you're ready, let's go.
I'm going to say this name wrong. I'm going to say Vibe. G-Vibe. Thank you for the follow on Twitch, 12-bit. Appreciate it. I'm sorry if I said that wrong, but thank you, mate. Do you think Lando can win the 2025 season? He's actually the person I predict to win the championship this year. I think Lando will do it this year. Him or Charles, but yeah. Dustin, thanks for following as well. Appreciate you. It's unfortunate that Russell got the SQ for something he couldn't control. That's yeah. That's the technical regulations for you, I guess, isn't it? Or because a plank wore out too much. It is actually a common penalty you see, to be fair. One of the first things the FIA check during their, like, inspection and stuff is the plank. And, yeah, it was very, very little between the minimum and where he was, but unfortunately, he did breach it, so. Rules are rules, unfortunately. It sucks, but what can you do? Fuel is 10 kilogram or 5 kilogram for quali? Probably 5. 10 seems a bit high. I just got hit by Charles. Yeah, P3, Cray. Well, thankfully, I've already got a 65 place grid penalty anyway, so that extra 5 doesn't make a difference, really. I was starting in Imola. Now I'm starting in Mugello or something. Whatever. All right, here we go. First lap of Q2. That's a touch deep. Tiny bit deeper, turn 1. 18.4 from Sergio Perez. Why are you doing quali if you're starting last anyway? For the content. It'd also be a very short stream if we ignored quali, so. You guys don't want a short stream, do you? Ooh. A little bit out of shape in the first and last modes. Through the second one. That was a bit more calm. Sorry, Nika, my bad. Yeah, we did get top 10.
We've dropped to P15.
Apologies. Here we go. Much better parabolica. Much smoother. Can you skip quali when I see the race? We'll see the race soon. Over the line we go. 18.5. To be fair, again, that's not too bad of a lap on an old tyre there. I think it's about a 10th off where Checo went pole. But I don't know if he's still on pole anymore, but a 10th off him is not too bad. We'll see if there's anyone else yet to do a lap, but that first lap is not too bad. We'll work with that for sure. Don't know if it'll be enough to get us through to the final session, but yeah, we'll give it a go. Ahead of Hamilton's not too bad either. Looks like he's trying to find a bit more time in that car now. I love the game's AI. Yeah, facts. All right, let's head back into the garage. I assume Charles is going to start a lap fairly soon, seeing as He probably damaged his wing when he hit us. Like I said, that 5 extra penalty doesn't really make a difference for us. We had a 65, now we have a 70. Don't make any difference to me. Appreciate it, Lou. Thank you, dudes. Do I fancy Ferrari this weekend? Nah, I don't think so. I see McLaren being strong. I gotta wait till practice, really. I gotta wait till practice. That's unnecessary, Liam. That's unnecessary. I spoke with him. He's my teammate in the day, you know. We're both chill about it. We both admitted we were kind of responsible in our own ways, so we live and we learn. Won't really know till qualifying? No, not really. I mean, in practice, you might get a bit more of an idea, but yeah. It's tough to say at the moment. But based off of what I've seen so far, I feel like McLaren should be strong. But, like I say, everything could change in FP1. How many plays penalty will you get? 70. I'll be starting in Imola at this rate. Okay, let's have a look at the times then. So, we're currently sitting P3. We did get the fastest final sector. Sorry, that's Alex Albon. Look at the wrong person. We are sitting in P9 right now, I should say. Alex Albon did go fast in that final sector. We weren't quite as quick in the final sector. Everywhere else, though, not looking too bad. But like I said, that wasn't an old soft tyre. But Alex Albon being P3 is really good, though. Really, really good. Who we got in the bottom 5 right now? We got Lance, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Bottas, and Zhou. Zhou is on his lap right now, so let's see what he does for his opening lap of Q2. I'd imagine this will be a good lap. First 2 sectors look decent. Down the line he goes. It's going to be a P1 for Charles Leclerc. 17.9 in front of the home crowd. And that makes it a Ferrari 1-2 in qualifying. Will that be the story of the weekend? Most likely. But, yeah, Charles Leclerc at the moment on top. Carlos Sainz in second. Verstappen in third. Albon in fourth. Norris, Perez, Alonso, Russell, Piastri, and ourselves in that top 10 right now. So, probably need to another lap here, I think, don't we? Probably need to another lap. Oh, wait, he was talking about Galactic. I thought it was about GB. I forgot that happened yesterday until Galactic came into the chat. Yeah, you're right, actually. Fuck Galactic. Did Charles not get a 5 place grid penalty? I have no idea. Let's have a quick look. Incidents. Yeah, he did, actually. Both the Leclercs getting a penalty for hitting each other. It's just meant to be, isn't it? Yeah, both Cho and Arthur have a grid penalty for making contact with each other. Fantastic. Fantastic. I mean, that was always going to happen, wasn't it? What up, kisses guy, mate? Right, let's go on to the fresh softs then. We'll go low fuel as well. And we'll try and pump out one more lap. You say you was at fault as well? No, not for the Galactic one, no. That was, yeah, there was nothing I could have done about that. Galactic just went into, I don't even know, empty brain mode. Alright, let's go to the 3-minute mark, and we should start seeing the first cars heading out on track very soon. Could have jumped over me? Yeah, true. You should have just bunny hopped you or something. You're right, that's on me. Twitter went down. I was struggling to get on Twitter earlier. Probably a good thing, to be fair. Fuck Twitter. If Lightning McQueen can do it, why can't you? I don't know. I don't think my car can talk. I still say you won, though. In our hearts, we won. Now, I know how it feels to be Lewis Hamilton in Abu Dhabi now. Let's say that.
Checks complete.
I fully understand it.
Be aware, we've got a car leaving the garage.
You was in the hospital for 9 months? Jesus Christ, man. Sorry to hear that, dude. Hope things, well, I want to say hope everything's okay, but it doesn't seem like it was. But I hope it's alright now, at least. Sorry to hear that, man. Is the Williams a top 5 car in this career? We are joint with, like, 3 other teams right now. For, like, 3rd place. I think we're officially put in, like, 5th or 6th. But there's a lot of teams that are very close together, so... But like I say, this car has a very strong powertrain. Smile, thanks for following me. Appreciate it. Welcome in as well. It's my favourite driver, Verstappen. It's true, Howick. It's true. Brain cancer? Fuck, man. That's horrible. Sorry to hear that had to go through all that. I'm sure that was pretty scary. Glad everything's better now, though, man. Ooh, wait. A little bit too much curb. Need a little more temp in the tyres before we get to Parabolica. There's a few cars staying in the pits. I think Alex Albon is one of those staying in the pits, actually. All right, here we go. Oh, my God. Get off the damn curb. Right, here we go. Last lap of Q2. We need a good lap here. Let's see if we can get into Q3. Oh. I don't know how I gained time out of that. Quite lucky. Two and a half tenths, good. Oh, a lot of understeer there. Just kept on the white line. That would have cost a bit of time, though. Not the cleanest middle sector. That was much better through the entry of Ascari, though. Much, much better. Get a good 10th and a half there. Down to the final corner in Parabolica. 3 tenths up right now. This should be a strong lap. Good. Great Parabolica. Look at that. Lovely. Great final sector. That middle sector was a little bit unclean. A bit of a scrappy middle sector, but that final sector was very good. And it puts it to P4 at the end of Q2. We are through to Q3. And now it's the fight for pole position. Although we can't officially get pole position here, we are still going to try and hunt for it at least. But look at this. Both the Williams in 4th and 5th. We have got a strong car this weekend, haven't we? We have got a very strong car. Charles Leclerc, ladies and gentlemen, is on top here in Q2. He has a 5-place grid penalty for making contact with ourselves as well. Carlos Sainz in 2nd, Verstappen in 3rd, ourselves in 4th, Alex Albon in 5th, Norris, Alonso, Perez, Russell, and Piastri all through to Q3. So, yeah, not a bad job from the McLarens there at all. Both the Saubers getting knocked out, unfortunately, in Q2 for them. P11 for Bottas isn't too bad. Lewis Hamilton in P12, Stroll, Hulkenberg, and Zhou all out in Q2 as well. So a bad day for Lewis Hamilton. P12 is not ideal, but good quality for us. On to Q3 we go. Why do you glaze this Williams so much? Give me one time I've glazed this Williams. I'm not even a Williams fan. What's my favorite team? Aston Martin. Right, we'll do the same thing here as well. We'll use the old soft tire for the first lap, and then we'll use the fresh one after. You always get high finishes. Do you know what glaze means? I don't think you do. That's not what glaze means. Adam, thanks for following me. Appreciate it, dudes. Welcome in as well. Right, let's go. It's old soft tire. This won't be a great lap, but we'll give it a go. I like McLaren. Not for me. I'm Aston Martin. I don't mind Williams. I don't mind Red Bull, but yeah, Aston Martin, my favorite team. Verstappen's the president of glazing by that logic, literally. Literally. And if Verstappen's the president, then Lewis Hamilton's the god of glazing or something. Okay, I have no forcing back again. Why's the game been doing this lately? It randomly just loses FFB and I have to pause and unpause to get it back. Don't you have 2 new subs? Yeah, but I'm saving them for... By the way, for Russell. I'm saving the subs only for the race. since the update. Do you have it as well, K-Cray? Are you having the issue as well? I don't know if it's Monza or if it's the game. Happened to me yesterday, yeah. I mean, like I say, a simple pause and unpause fixes it, but it's a bit unnecessary, really. How the last few races have been going? Haven't watched since the Spanish GP. Ooh, we've got a good few wins. We won in Austria, we won in Belgium. Got a couple of podiums as well. All in all, very good. Very, very good. I think we're like 4th in the championship right now as well. We've been cooking. Fabio has to pause and unpause to make it work. It might be a Monza thing. Oh, you're on Fanatec, K-Cray? Okay, never mind. It's the game then. It's the game. Why do you have review mirror on? Because I can. Otherwise, you'll see me doing this constantly. Is this fun to watch? I don't think it is. That hurts my head. Dude, the amount of times I've seen league races do that, like, I feel like I'm going for an epileptic fit when I watch it. That was in Silverstone, kids, yep. I remember it very well. Verstappen tried to hunt him down, but couldn't get him, unfortunately. Started to see a crash yesterday, unfortunate accident. Which one? Are you talking about the Silverstone one or the Canada one? It was not a good weekend to be me, I don't think. 18-4. I'll tell you what. Even though we're P9, an 18-4 is not bad at all, actually. Not bad at all. I wasn't fully locked in for that lap, but... yeah, an 18-4. I'm actually fairly content with an old tyre there. Honestly, I wouldn't put it past him doing that, noob. I really wouldn't. We do gamer, yeah. Silverstone? Yeah, Silverstone was unfortunate. Yeah, it is what it is. I don't hold any hard feelings. We'll be back in Australia. We'll try and put things right there. How long did it take you to get used to wheel and pedals and having to change gear? Honestly, I got used to the whole changing gear thing very quickly. I've always had like a very... I think it's very easy, personally. I don't even think about it when I'm changing gear. It's like muscle memory. My brain's like constantly listening to the car. It always knows what gear that it's in. Like, everything I do gear-wise, I don't think about. It just happens. Kind of like GB hit a bump that sent him into. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I did pinch as well a little bit. I didn't leave as much room as I should have. At the time, I thought I did, obviously, because, you know, if you look at my line compared to Fabio in front, you know, I did try and leave room, but it just wasn't quite enough as I thought was needed. So, yeah, it was a mix of GB kind of just hitting that bump, understeering into me, and then me obviously turning up a little too much. And, yeah. Came to an unfortunate end. I can't see why he's going for a move at that moment. He had a pretty bad first lap. I think he almost got taken out on the first lap and lost a load of position. So I think he was trying to, like, get through the pack quickly. It was a bit of a desperate one, I think it's fair to say. I think he also didn't want to lose the train to the guys in front as well. Like, the top 5 had already put a bit of a gap between them and Fabio. And I think he was desperate to try and get towards that train ASAP. So he got a little bit too eager in that sense. You're not even focused on that lap and it hit at 18.4. We are in a career mode car. It's a little bit more upgraded, but yeah. He's going to get DRS in a few corners, just makes sense to stay behind. Yeah, no, I fully agree. I do think it's a bit of a desperation move, but yeah. Have I got a clip of it, the Silverstone one? If you look at my most viewed clips, actually, I'll tell you what, it might be in this month, actually. Yeah. So if you have a look at where, like, you see the bits leaderboard and stuff, if you scroll that to the clips, the one from Scotty is is the one. I might be able to link it, actually. Yeah, I can. Here. It's the highest viewed clip this month, so. Where did GB finish? He got P3, so he did recover good points for us at least. That's something. But, yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't get any more for us. So at least he got some good points out of it. Right. 5 minutes to go in Q3 then. Let's put on our soft tire, which is already done. We'll lower the fuel down to 2.7. Perfect. And it's time to get ourselves ready for our final lap of qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, it doesn't really matter too much where we finish in qualifying. We're starting at the back anyway because we're taking a new engine. But for the sake of the prediction, for the sake of the content, we want to try and go for that pole position and put ourselves in the books at least and prove we have the pace. So, what we need is about 9/10, which is a lot of time to find, but an 18.4 is a pretty good lap on an old soft tyre. If we compare the fresh soft to the soft we used last time, it's just under 7/10 faster. So, hypothetically speaking, if we find 7/10, that puts us around P3, which is very good. So, we'll try and obviously aim for that. Alex Albon's looking pretty quick as well. P4 is good too, so. Stop yapping. No, I'm going to keep on yapping. Do you know what? I was going to skip the time, but now I'm going to sit here and just keep yapping. So does that Russell Lewis crash last year in Qatar? I think it is kind of similar, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's very similar to Verstappen Hamilton at Cops, but turn 1 instead. It's very, very similar. I actually posted a comparison picture on Twitter about it as well. We love Vince yapping. That guy yaps. Or that yapper Vince. Favorite track to race? Spain. I love Spain. So much fun to drive. Oven, thanks for following as well, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. What's the AI at 50? Yeah, we're on 50 AI. Arthur has to be the most successful Williams driver apart from Mansell and Prost. Might well be, you know. Might well be. Just skip? Nah. Nah, I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until the last 2 minutes. Then I'm going to head out. You still handle the haters so well. It's my favorite part of streaming, I can't lie. I love it. I genuinely love it. Why? Because you're being a dick. Because you're being a dick. You make hating boring? Good. That's why I do it. I give you what you want, and you hate it. It's fantastic. That's why I'm going to sit here and make you look at the screen until we hit the 2-minute mark. I'm going to be looking at this screen, and so are you, for the next minute. You're never getting this minute back in your life. The next 60 seconds are all mine. I own your 60 seconds, and there's nothing you can do about it. So enjoy this. I got time. I'm loving it. I will take all of it. I might even pause for a minute, actually, just to make it even better. Rename to the Yappin. Now, that'll be the duck. We'll name duck to the Yappin. He could just leave, but he won't. No, of course not. That's why it's even better. All right, everyone's heading out on track now. Piastri out on track first. Alonso, Russell, the 2 Ferraris, and I saw someone else there as well. Don't know if anyone will stay in the pits. Whoever's P10 might do. Nope, Piastri's out. So everyone's heading out for their lap. All right. We'll give another 10, 15 seconds, and then we'll head out for our final lap of qualifying. What's my favorite way of making pasta? Honestly, I'm fairly simple with pasta. I'm not going to lie. I just warm the water up. I put some salt in it. I put the pasta in. Call it a day. I'm very simple with it.
Standing by.
Start playing the previous stream on 0.5 times. There is 0.25. Looking at that T-Vince. Appreciate you. Salt and pasta's a no-go? What? That's like what everyone does. Everyone salts the water before they put the pasta in. Or during. I don't know. I'm not the judge. How did you get on yesterday after safety car shop, did you? We finished P2, but we should have won. I, unfortunately, got taken out, so. Right, let's warm these tires up real quick. That McLaren's quite close behind us here, so just gotta be a little bit careful. I could try and get some toe off him, to be fair, couldn't I? Yeah, like I said, we should have won it, badass, but I'll let you see what happens as to why we didn't win. What's my best time trial lap? I don't do time trial. Typically, I'm usually in like the top 2, 3, 4% in time trial, but I don't do it that often. I'm gonna let this McLaren go, chat, and I'm gonna take that toe. I'm gonna let him go, and I'm gonna take that toe. This could get us a good bit of time down towards turn 1. 10 seconds to go. Uh-oh. We should be all right. Yeah, we're good. Tight on time, but 2 seconds to go, we made it. All right, here we go. Let's do this, chat. Nice little turn down towards turn 1 there. Good turn 2. Charles goes fast. It's 17.5. McLaren got a nice toe from you. Yeah, it's completed this lap anyway, so it doesn't matter. Ooh, that's a little bit wide. Through the middle of Mascara, we're still 4/10 up. But it's going to be a tight one, this one. Alex Albon's sitting in P6 right now at 18.0. Through Parabola, can we go? Cut back in, down to the line. Here we go. How's it going to be at the end of Q3? 6/10 up. Across the line, 17.8. That's a solid lap. And it's going to be P3. Very decent, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very decent. Obviously, we do start at the back anyway because we have got that grid penalty. But that is a very decent lap time to get us going for the Italian Grand Prix. P3. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. Charles Leclerc then will start on pole. No, sorry, he won't start on pole. He's got a 5-place grid penalty, which means Max Verstappen, ladies and gentlemen, will be on pole position. Sergio Perez will start in second, I believe. Oh, God, how are these penalties going to work again? Leclerc's going to start P6, so I think it bumps Perez up. It bumps Carlos up. Norris and Albon, I think? I always forget how exactly they do the penalty layouts, but I believe Perez, Sainz, and Lando will all get promoted, and maybe Albon as well. I'm not too sure. Maybe Albon will stay. But then we got the grid penalty. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. But either way, ladies and gentlemen, our pace this weekend looking very good. P3 and P7 for the Williams is not bad at all. But of course, we do start in P20. So our pace looks amazing. Hopefully, we can try and get some moves done early on and get into that top 10 as soon as possible. But a great lap there. And I think that is a testament to how it's going to be this weekend. A bit gassy over here. Rain forecast in Australia, Mac's favourite. Max always knows the wet lines, doesn't he? Why not a 5-place? We took a brand new everything. Every single thing is changed. We've got a brand new ICE, we've got a new turbocharger, we've got the new MGUs, electronics and stuff. Like, everything we're using right now is brand new. So it gave us a 65-place grid penalty. We did also get an extra 5 as well, because we made contact with Charles during qualifying, but... yeah. New blinker fluids, yeah. We replaced the blinker fluids, and we got we also bought a left-handed screwdriver as well. So yeah, unfortunately, it's just eating to the cost cap a little bit, and that gives a grid penalty. You apply the penalty and shift behind whoever sits that spot already, then shuffle everyone forward. Right. Okay. So I think Albon will be in that top 5 then. Yeah, I think so. Albon's P7. But because we've got a penalty as well, I think that bumps him up to P6. And then because because Thingy has a 5-place as well, it puts him P6, then bumps Albon to P5, no? Am I thinking this right? Double no. I know, it's always confusing when there's, like, lots of penalties being handed out. I forgot you were P3. Yeah, we're P3. Yeah. So we'll start last, obviously, because the grid penalty we have. That's guaranteed. So everyone should bump up. And then Charles' penalty applies. Oh, unless Charles' penalty applies first. Is that how it works? Is Charles' penalty applied first? So yeah, Charles will start P5 then. Okay, that makes sense. And then Albon will be P6. Okay, that makes sense. That should be how it is. It's always confusing when there's multiple penalties being handed out, but yeah, if Charles applies first, then yeah, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Okay. Am I going to watch Melbourne this weekend? I will try and wake up for it, yeah. Is this the only F1 game you play? Well, there's not many other F1 games out there at the moment. The only one out there is iRacing, but the F1 on there isn't very good from what I've heard, so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. It is time for the Italian Grand Prix in front of the Tifosi. We do start this one in last place, obviously. We have got an entire 70 place grid penalty. We've got a 65 place for taking a brand new engine, everything that is. And then, of course, we've got an extra 5 for that contact with Charles in qualifying as well. So we will be starting at the back of the grid. And Leclerc, who was in P1, will start in P5, which means Verstappen is on pole. You should see the full grid order in a moment. But, yeah, we start in last place for this one, which means we're going to be attempting a last or top 5, let's say that. We want to try and get towards the top 5, I think. Our pace looked very good this weekend, so hopefully we can showcase that for the 53 laps today in Monza. While the race goes up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go take a quick toilet break. If you guys grab a drink or a snack, now it's chance to do so. And then we'll return in a few moments' time, ready for 53 laps of racing action here in Monza. Increase AI? I don't think we can. It's already max. Yeah, I can't make the AI go any higher, so. I'd love to, but unfortunately 110 is the highest. But yeah, I'll be with you guys in 2 seconds, and then it'll be time for 53 laps of racing action here in Monza.
A difficult race awaits these drivers here in Monza, but glory awaits too at the Italian Grand Prix. With top speeds reaching 215 miles per hour, only a few places can challenge Monza's crown as the fastest track in Formula One. Hard braking zones going into the 3 chicanes make up the majority of the 11 corners on this 3.6-mile circuit. And just in case the slipstream wasn't enough, 2 DRS zones will help encourage some close action. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Sainz, Norris, Leclerc, Albon, Fernando Alonso, Oscar Piastri, Russell, Bottas, Hamilton, Stroll, Hulkenberg, Joe, Ricciardo, Magnussen, Tsunoda, Ocon, Gasly, and Arthur Leclerc. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me here today in the commentary box, Anthony Davidson. Let's look at their season, and particularly against their teammate. Fair to say, they've got the better of them more often than not. Now, sadly, things didn't work out for them last time. It was a bad race. Question is, though, can they recover today?
Yes, they can, Crofty. You've got to put it behind you. Whatever happened last time, I was always told as a driver, park it, forget about it. Obviously, feel the pain when it happens, but then you can't dwell on it and carry that through to the next race. So put it behind you and just crack on with this race coming your way now.
All right,
back of the grid.
Here we go.
There is literally only one direction we can go from here, so try and move forward and see
Yeah,
if
the
we can
barrier.
get something out of it.
That's the right direction, is it, chat? The barrier? I'm used to that. I've seen a lot of it lately. My EU people, are you watching for the Australia race from the F1 TV or Sky? In the UK, we don't have F1 TV, so it'll be Sky for us. But I'm sure everyone else in Europe will probably use F1 TV. Unless it's exclusive, but yeah. Imagine your teammate taking you out of the race? Yeah, imagine. Imagine. Right, so we do start in P20 for this one. Hopefully we can try and get up the grid a little bit more. But for now, let's have a look at the strategies. So, it is suggesting a medium hard. 25 on the mediums, 28 on the hards. Now, usually, if you're starting at the back, usually you want to start on the harder tire, don't you? So, let's adjust this a little bit real quick. Do something like this, maybe? 30 on the hards, 20 on the mediums should be good. Does say it's a bit slow, doesn't it, actually? Does say it's a bit slow. YP20, we took a new engine. We took a brand new engine. Everything new, from top to bottom. What's everyone else starting on? Everyone on mediums? Yeah. Everyone's on medium tires. What about softs that start to get through the field? The softs will wear too quickly. And this is not really a track you want a two-stop at, so... Unless you get a safety car, but... I think in a full green flag condition race, we probably want to one-stop this. So every driver here is starting on medium tires. As expected as well, Charles Leclerc does start P5, not P6. Alex Albon starts P6, so... Soft hard? No, I don't think it's worth it. The softs really don't last long here. We'd get about maybe 6 or 7 laps of optimal performance, and then drop off. I don't think it's worth. Yeah, look at that. Too slow. It's too slow. So I think we start on hards and try and play a bit of a long game. We'll try and make up some track position early on as well. But I think being on the mediums at the end should gain us a lot of time. And hopefully that'll be a winning strategy. But who knows? And then we do that, chat. And then we start on the medium. On the hard, sorry. Let me just check if this track is a fuel burner. I believe it is, but... I'll double check. Yeah, it is a bit of a fuel burner. Not crazy, but it is a bit. Let's go 50. Go about there. We can fuel safe if we need to, but I think with 2.5 we should be all right. Try overcut so you can have fresh rubber at the end. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing with this strategy, really. This is kind of like an overcut strategy. I think hards to mediums. All right, let's do that. We'll start on the medium hard... we'll start on the hard tires then for 30, and then we'll go on to the mediums for 23. So, like I said, the soft tires can be pretty unusable here. So, we probably could have got away with using more soft tires in quali, but doesn't matter. Right. What should we do for our prediction, chat? I'm thinking like a top 5. I feel like our pace is very good right now. Should we try and aim for a top 5? Our teammate Alex Albon's sitting in P6 right now. He had a good qualifying too. I feel like, is it a tough ask to go for a podium? Where are we starting? Last. P20. Top 5 sounds good, you think? White T-Dog, thanks for following me. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. Why are we starting last? Because we took a new engine. This is a good track to take penalties out for new engines and stuff, so... we decided to opt for that. Last or first. We'll try. We'll try. Let's go top 5. That'll be a good challenge, I reckon. Like I say, starting this hard time, we won't be too quick off the line for the first 4 or 5 laps, but if we can try and get some positions, find ourselves a nice little groove in the opening laps, I think this will be good. I think this will be good for sure. Yeah, let's go top 5. Let's go top 5. Will we score a top 5 here in Monza? Let's do that for our prediction, ladies and gentlemen. Right! Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get ourselves prepared and underway here in front of the Tifosi for the Italian Grand Prix. 2 Italy races, of course, in the 2024 season. And this one is at Monza, the big one, the temple of speed. And this car is the epitome of speed. We have one of the best straight line speeds on the entire grid. And today, we are going to need to prove that. Because we're starting P20 for this one. We've taken a brand new engine. We had some great pace in qualifying in P3. But with that brand new engine, it does set us back to P20. And now we have to prove we have the pace in the race as well. We are going for this second strategy, ladies and gentlemen. We are going for the alternate strategy. Starting on the hard tire for 30 laps and then going for mediums for 23. So we're going quite long on that hard tire. But I think after the first 8 or 9 laps, I think our tyre will slowly become the better tyre. We need to make the most of that as and when that happens. We'll go long on the hard tyre, 23 on the mediums as well, should give us the optimal pace to hopefully get that top 5. And that top 5, ladies and gentlemen, is the prediction for this race as well. So make sure to get predictions up in the chat. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get underway for 53 laps of racing action in front of the Tifosi here in Monza. It's always a long wait back here, isn't it? It's always a long wait. Ladies and gentlemen, the prediction is up on the Twitch right now. Will we score a top 5 here in Monza? Get your predictions up in the chat right now. Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, where will we finish here in Monza?
When you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, put some energy into them, and warm the tyres as well, please.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the Italian Grand Prix. Welcome to Monza. This is going to be a tough one. We start in P20. We're on the hard tyre. We're going to try and endure that first stint and hopefully be on the best strategy heading into the last couple of laps. That's where it matters the most, and hopefully we can build up to those last couple laps in the best possible fashion as well. Everyone lines up. 5 red lights. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the Italian Grand Prix. Lights out and away we go. It's not too bad off the line. A bit of wheel spin on the rears in the second phase, though. We're going to take it nice and easy down towards turn 1. We won't do anything too much just yet. We'll let these guys just pick themselves up. We're on the hard tyre, and that's why, because they brake early. I didn't want to dive that, I'll be honest. I did not mean to dive that. As expected, a car park for the first few corners. We'll get the grip on the outside of turn 2, though, and that puts us into P17 early on. And that's why you just want to take it a little bit easier at turn 1. There'll be opportunities, and sure enough, we have managed to find opportunities. Magnussen brakes very early. Oh my God. Vehicle condition.
Tyre condition still looking good.
We're lucky, chat. We are very lucky. They were super early on the brakes there. Holy. We're all right, though. We got away without any damage. That is extremely lucky. We hit it pretty hard there as well. New titanium front wing, yep. Used to be on the used to be on the Mercedes, and now it's on the Williams apparently. But yeah, we are lucky not to get damaged there. That was very, very, very lucky. Was it the traffic? Yeah. Everyone was very early on the brakes at turn 4. Verstappen fastest so far. Verstappen's already got a bit of a gap to P2 in typical Verstappen fashion, so DRS enabled. Won't really get it until down to Ascari, though. We go down towards turn 1 again. We'll take it a little bit easy. Hulkenberg and Show fighting away for P13. I think that is in front of us. Hulkenberg just has to get away from that. I'm on YouTube full screen, Twitch. I stream on Twitch and TikTok. I do upload videos on YouTube, though, so if you want to subscribe to my YouTube as well, feel free. Here we go on the outside of Esteban Ocon in that more pink Alpine this year. We go side by side. We'll get the traction on the inside, hopefully. Can we just slip our way up the inside? Bit of contact on the left-hand side tyres there as well. We do get through on Esteban Ocon up into P15. So 5 places gained on the opening couple laps. It's not too bad, is it? However, we have no DRS here, so we could be under a bit of pressure from Ocon. No, we're good. We're good. What's the difficulty we're playing on? 110. We're on max AI. Right, we need DRS ASAP. Got to get inside DRS. I think we just about did. Had to use a lot of battery to it, but I think we got inside DRS of the Haas in front of us. Sergio Perez fastest. Charles Leclerc fastest. Lap 1 Monza is always kind of a mess. Yeah, it's very normal. Now we're going to be too far back at turn 1. Am I balding? Nah, my family always had a very good line of hair, so I should be safe from balding. Before my granddad passed, it was about 94, 95. He still had a fantastic head of hair. So that's one good thing about my genes, is that I don't have to worry about going bald. Crazy idea, Monza be far better in reverse. Nah, I don't think so. Don't think so. That's a little bit slow through the chicane. Purple first sector, though. Setting the pace on these hard tyres. DRS available again. Ocon trying to get a little bit closer. We should have the straight line speed just to keep away from him, though. I feel like every track feels better in reverse. I feel like you can say that about every track. No? Because it's different. Or it feels different. Verstappen 21.8. He's flying so far, the Red Bull. In fact, both Red Bulls are flying so far. And we've got a great exit out parabolica here. I think we can attack Hulkenberg. Goes defensive on the inside in that Haas. Walk around the outside down towards turn 1. Just a little bit early on the brakes there, just to make sure we don't go to the back of the shovel. We'll leave plenty of room on the inside of turn 1 and the exit of turn 2. Have we got the grip on these hard tyres? Hulkenberg just keeping us Haas alongside us for the time being. We are through on Nico Hulkenberg. Nice move in the opening couple of corners. Up to P14. Good start to this race, chat. Very nice start. We're getting through this traffic very nicely. Let's keep this up. Ascara be the only issue. I mean, it's high speed anyway. Even as it is, so... Oh, God. That was very wide there. Very, very wide. And I think Hulkenberg might attack here. No, thankfully not. Our straight line speed just too good. P4 on the cards. We're aiming for a top 5, so... We'll see. I think getting a top 2 is going to be very tricky because the Red Bulls have disappeared so far. Unless they have a big scrap. But yeah, so far the Red Bull's looking pretty feisty. Right, Arrow Parabolic, can we go then? Sergio Perez goes fast and I think takes the lead as well, from what I can see. We said P14, though, started P20, up 6 places already in the first 5 laps. Down towards turn 1 we go. We'll just charge a bit of battery. So we're a bit too far back on show to make a move. I think there's a couple of scraps happening in front of us there. Get the exit out of turn 2. Through Curva Grande and down to turn 4. Safety car will come. We don't really get a lot of safety cars in this career, so I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. Nice grip in the exit there as well. So let's mess with go. Not bad. Got some good battery here as well, so maybe down to Parabolica, maybe down to turn 1. We might get an opportunity on Zhou Guan Yu. We need to dissect this traffic carefully, but we need to get through it. Yeah, try refreshing your page, Andrew. Your wheel is so cool. I want to get the FSR too. It's similar to the one I've currently got, but has a customizable dash. It looks awesome. I would, yeah, I love one of those. Here we go. We've got some good straight line speed here on show. He's out of battery. I think we attack here. I think we attack. There's a battle going up ahead as well. Round the outside we go on Show Guan Yu at turn 1. He goes a little bit low on the brakes, just moves over at the last second there as well. We'll squeeze up the inside at turn 2. Who's got the traction out at turn 2 though? Just about the Sauber. And Joe holds P13 for the time being. Or does he? As we look to the left-hand side through Curva Grande, we'll try and squeeze ourselves through. On the left-hand side, we've got that straight line speed. We're wheel to wheel. Down towards turn 4. We'll lay on the brakes. We'll take the line. And into P13 we go. Joe made us work for that one. And in the meantime has made us lose DRS to these guys in front as well. Matthews a bit of battery out of the second Lesmo here just to push ourselves away from the Sauber. Why not get it? Because it costs like 800 quid. I did try and see if they wanted to collab with me, but I never heard back, so maybe one day. Hot take, Alpine got top 3 best liveries this year. No. No. Where did we quali? Qualified P3, started P20. Still not got no DRS here. Thankfully, the Sauber's out of batteries, so we should be able to hold him. We need to get back inside that DRS to Lance Stroll ASAP here, really. They are holding each other up nicely through the corners, so this train does go all the way to P2, though. Shows a minute in turn 1, though. Yeah, he was moving around a lot, wasn't he? We're rowing the championship, P4 right now. Lando is 2 points ahead of us, and I believe Charles is 1 point ahead of us, something like that. It's very close to the championship between us 3. In theory, they should go further ahead of us today, but we'll see. These hards are cooking. They are doing a pretty solid job, aren't they? Tyler right now, 8 and 7 on the left side. The right side's not really a problem. It's just that left side's getting quite high on wear. Monza is so fast. Yeah, Monza's... Call the Templar speed for a reason. How long did it take it to get up to 110 AI? As in, like, race against? A bit of time. I don't always go 110 AI. There are some tracks where I'm a little bit weaker or the AI is quite strong, so I'm not always 110 AI, but we're always at least 105. We never really go below that. On average, I'd say we probably go 108, I'd say. But like I say, we vary a little bit. Is Monza the fastest track? I don't actually know anymore. I know it used to be, but since Vegas and since Saudi Arabia as well, I don't know if it is the fastest track anymore. Good first sector. Got a personal best without even having DRS. Nearly inside DRS of Stroll. Nearly. Is Monza still fastest, is it? Monaco's the fastest track. Yeah, I'm always running low downforce in Monaco, to be fair. Ooh, that was a little bit slippery on the curbs. I'm going to push some battery here to try and get within that 1 second. And I think we should have it. Joe's broke away from Hulkenberg's DRS as well, which is good. And we will have DRS on Lance Stroll down towards turn 1. Dragon and CJ, thanks for following us on Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you guys are doing good. How did I learn no racing line? I honestly self-taught myself. I learned it all myself. There are like some guides and stuff which can help you on like YouTube and things like that, but I literally did it purely on trial and error. Understanding the feel of the track, understanding the grip, understanding the flow of the track, where you position your car. All that stuff is very important. And obviously, learning the reference points as well. That's the most important thing. Reference points are vital. Well, I didn't know line. The problem I have with racing line is it teaches you very bad habits. Like, you're always looking at the track rather than what's around you. It teaches you bad habits. You run a certain wing round here? Yeah, you're always low downforce here. In Saudi, you do run typically a little bit higher because obviously there's a few low and medium speed corners, so... yeah, I think the train's starting to separate a little bit now. Looks like with that Sauber in front of us, they're just starting to stagnate a little bit. So that group is starting to split out a little bit now. So we've got to keep moving through this train. Lap 10 of 53. I think we go for a move here. I think we go for a move. This is going to be a late one. Up the inside of Lance Stroll. Goes very late on the brakes there, Lance. We'll switch back to the outside. At turn 1, we'll squeeze through in turn 2. Can we get the traction here as well? Oh, it's a bit close. But I think we can sneak our way through, and that is a lovely move. A lovely late switch to the outside at turn 1. And there might be some more coming here as well. Look, Russell goes defensive. Hamilton goes defensive. I have to back out of this one because the two Mercedes are almost looking at attacking each other here. So, Mercedes fans, Toto Wolff, hide your eyes. Cover your eyes nice and tight. You might want to avoid the next few laps. A little bit too far back at Ascari, so we'll just charge the battery again. Yeah, that was a really nice move. Stroll was quite late on the brakes, so we managed to be a bit more efficient. Just moved it to the outside under braking. And, oh, that's a bit wide there. Stroll just got a little bit closer. Should be all right, though. Piastri and Hamilton fighting up in front. You saw me on TikTok? No, I saw you on TikTok. Could be a chance to go past 3 drivers here. Oh my god. I don't want to make this 3 wide at turn 1. That's dumb. Oh, bit of a slide on the rears. We'll get the grip on the outside here, though. One in for a collision with Piastri. I think we just tapped his booty out of turn 1. Here we go again. Out the outside of turn 4. I've used up all my battery here to do that. Into the top 10 we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Pretty chaotic few corners there. But we just wiggle our way through. And into the top 10 we go. The hunt for the top 5 continues. We are officially into the points for the first time in this race. Now we keep pushing. Do we think Lewis Hamilton's a shorter world champion or is he past his prime? 100%, yeah. 100%. For another title, obviously, not that he's past his prime. I mean, I do think Lewis is past his prime. I do think he's digressed a little bit in his ability, but I still think he's got enough for another world championship. Not sure about this year, but I think he can do it at some point. Right, here we go on George Russell. This should be an easy one. Shouldn't be too much to right home about here. There we go. Lovely stuff. Into P9. Right, 1.8 seconds to Valtteri Bottas, who's had a bit of a lonely race so far. He's not really around anyone. Pace is ridiculous. Yeah, straight line speed is so good. We have made a demon of a car in the straight lines.
Okay, you're in the
Absolute demon.
4.3 seconds.
Like, Russell stood no chance. P minus 33. How many points do I get for that? This is on the hard tyre as well, chat, don't forget. We're on the hard tyres and putting in this pace. We're going to be quick on that medium tyre, aren't we? Very quick. Hold on. Is Alex Albon P3? Am I seeing that right on the map? Is Alex Albon P3 right now? My goat. My king. I told you, chat, this Williams is quick around here, man. I don't know if he'll catch the Red Bulls, but, yeah. He'll probably get overtaken down towards turn 1. But a cooking show so far for Albon. Love to see it. 1.4 to Bottas. Still a little bit too far back for DRS. We'll keep trying to claw that time in. Rise, Shark, Jim, Aaron, thanks for watching Twitch, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in as well. Hope you guys are doing good. Another Williams fan in the wild. I wouldn't say I'm a Williams fan. I do like Williams, but I'm not like a big fan of them or anything. I just happen to be driving for them in the career modes. Flying tonight? Yeah, good pace so far. Really good pace. We're on lap 13. We made up 11 positions. I like what we're doing at the moment. Bottas has caught back up to the train in front. I think Albon's dropped back down to P5 after those turn 1 battles. When pit window, lap 30. That's what I'm planning right now. Need you to win a Career Series championship? Yeah, that's not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. Especially when me and my teammate get into blows. That's not ideal, is it? It's okay. I know it's P5. I can see on the map. Left side, I'll be screaming by lap 30. Speaking of the left side, let's have a quick look, shall we? So front left and rear left are both on 14. That's not bad, is it? That's about 1% per lap. So by lap 30, that'll be about 31, 32%. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Tire's holding up crazy, yeah. This is the thing with the hard tire, and that's why it's banned in the Creator Series, is that it just holds wear so damn well. And because of that, it's always a quick tire too. Should we ban hard tires in the career mode, chat? Replicate the Creator Series rules? It would definitely, like, demand more from us. Ban all tires but wets. Wets only. Don't tell the AI that. They'll have a fit. If you know, you know. That's true, Stephanie. That's true. Any point works. Hards are banning Creator Series? Yeah. No, have some fun. I would argue that banning the hard tire actually creates more fun. It means we have to look after ourselves a lot more. But obviously, we know what the AI is like with worn tires. They can be very quick with them still, so. Gained a little bit on Bottas there, about 3/10, I think. I'd say try to avoid them, but if it's obviously too good to not use them, just use them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Thoughts on Meraki? Disgusting, really. I can't believe he took me out in Silverstone. He's a fraud. And he didn't break the P2 cuts either, so definite fraud in my opinion. You guys left Russell bad? Yeah. We've kind of cracked open that gap even further, haven't we? We're not really gaining a huge amount of Bottas so far, though. Bottas caught up to the train and just sort of lost it again. Hello, yellow flags. And that's a Sauber. That's Zhou Guanyu, I believe. Zhou Guanyu will be out of this race. Are we going to get a VSC or possibly a safety car? Might be an ambitious call, but let's see what happens. He's pulled up out of Ascari. He is out of the race and looks like no VSC or safety car. No bueno. What team are you in talks with? None at the moment. We never get safety cars? Nope. The only way we'd get a safety car out of that sort of situation is if someone hits him. That's it. What's everyone's beef with Miraculous sudden? There is none. I love Jake. He's my favorite weirdo. We all mess with him. Thoughts on GB68? Oh, boy. Oh, you're trying to get a Bible out of me, aren't you?
Battery charge is high.
We're great. We are very good friends. We get on fantastically. There's never been any drama between me and GB. Yellow flags are still out on track. Dirtiest driver in CS? Yeah. Yeah, I might have to agree with that. Oh, God. Too much inside curb. Well, we are within DRS range of Bottas now, so there's a lot of fighting going up ahead as well. I think Alex Albon was involved in a 2 wides at the final corner. Jim would definitely team killing Fortnite. He's definitely the kind, isn't he? Here we go on Bottas. Look to the inside, swap to the outside. Try and go down the brakes. Everyone's parking on the apex here. Gotta be a little bit careful with this car park. We'll try and get the grip out on turn 2. Have we just got over Bottas, who tries to keep up the insides? We should have the straight line speed just to pull away, and we do indeed. Up to P8. Still making up moves. And we'll stay within DRS range of Fernando Alonso in front of us as well. So we're pulling through the crowd. I believe that this pack has also caught the 2 Red Bulls as well. It's close, but I don't know if they have. Well, what I would say, noob, is don't tell America, because they might try and claim it. That's the last thing we need right now. It's more of that. Another one bites the dust, yep. Plenty more to go, though. Plenty more to go. P1 incoming, we'll see. We will see. Ooh, a little bit deeper parabolica. It's got a little bit out of shape of parabolica. Then might have to wait for another corner. Or for another lap at least. We'll just save the battery for now then. Another battle going up ahead. Might be Alex involved in it again. Nope, Alex is behind him. It's the 2 Ferraris, actually. Charles and Carlos Sainz both coming to blows at turn 2. Who do I get along with the best in CS? Honestly, I honestly get on with everyone. I'm not someone who causes problems. I get on with most people perfectly fine. Although we did come to our blows in Silverstone, me and GB do get on along very well. So, there's nothing personal. Gonna be Fabio because he's always so happy. Yeah, he looked ecstatic after Monaco. He was really happy. Actually, I don't really have any problems with anyone. Like, me and most people get on pretty well, so. So, man, thanks for following me. Appreciate you, dudes. Alonso's battery saving hit. He knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. We've got plenty of battery in this tank here. And we go for this. Here we go. He's got DRS. We've got DRS. We're using up all the battery. Alonso covers the inside. We'll switch to the outside. Got to be a little bit careful on the brake here because Norris is quite early on the brakes. It just holds us back a little bit. We'll hold the inside against Alonso. A bit of tire touching. Oh, and turn 2. Alonso holds P7. Bit of an awkward place to be in there, really. Alonso's going to attack. Lando Norris down towards turn 3 and 4 here. We'll just sit back. And let's see if anything comes of this. Alonso backs out. Norris goes back into P6. And that's just pushed us back a tiny bit on the timing screen. Vince definitely gives a thumbs up to Hayden. Oh, yeah, always. And the broken thumbs up, too. How comes you downshift and upshift before braking into the corner? Usually to gain battery. So for those who didn't know, if you guys want a little exploit into gaining battery, put your ERS to none, and then downshift and upshift, and look at this. The battery goes up. It's not the downshift that causes it, it's the upshift. So if you're trying to gain some battery, that's a good way of doing it. Put your battery to none, upshift, and it will give you a good bit of battery. It's a nice little exploit. A very sweaty exploit, but an exploit. Alonso covers the inside again. We'll switch to the outside. Should be okay to get through this time, right? Yeah, beautiful.
Good job.
Beautiful, nice and clean. Up into P7. And look who it is in front of us. It's Leclerc versus Leclerc. And I think it's about to go down right here, right now. As we look to the left-hand side, Leclerc almost pushes us onto the grass. Lando Norris covers the inside, just like he did earlier on. And a bit of contact between ourselves and Charles as well. That's not ideal. And we'll have to stay in P7. Norris might have lost DRS, though. I'll sit back a little bit here as well, annoyingly. Oh, there they go again. I think Charles should have that, and he does. This may sound dumb, but what's the green and yellow on the ERS on the display? The green is how much battery you have left in the lap. The yellow is how much battery you have left overall. And the red, for those who didn't know, is how much battery you've gained over the lap as well. All right, here we go down towards turn 1 again. Got plenty of battery in the tank once more. I mean, that's just too easy. Should we make it 2? Try and look around the outside at turn 1 of Charles Leclerc. Wrap around the inside, outside. Outside becomes inside. 2 in 1, baby. That's how we do it. Into P5 we go. Alex Albon at P4. It's a Williams 4-5 as it stands. And a purple first center to go with our flow as well. This is simply beautiful. Obviously, these guys are getting towards the end of the life on their tires. So expect them to pit fairly soon. We're going a bit longer because we're on the hard. So this might not be our net position right now because we are on a better tire, but we are cooking. That's safe to say. We are cooking. Come on. Here we go. Just make sure we get DRS here. Had to pull away a little bit from Charles there. Are there any team orders? Not that I know of. Mark, I'm faster. Let me buy.
Okay, that last lap, 1 minute, 23.1.
He's too slow, Mark. I need to get by him. He's overtaken.
Repeat that, I've got some interference here.
Albon on the inside at turn 1. That would slow him up a little bit. Through the opening at chicane. Can we try and get the grip out of turn 2 and maybe cause a double whammy here for Sainz? I'm a little bit tight on battery. Maybe we'll still try and sit with it, though. All over the back of that Ferrari rear wing as we almost push him through turn 3.
Come on, mate, this is it. Let's try and get past them quickly.
Try and squeeze around the outside, maybe. Heading into chicane. Outside becomes inside. Lovely. P4. Oh, we're cooking, chat. We're cooking. 5-star Michelin meal coming up. This is looking good. Sergio Perez leads the race, by the way. Never mind. Maybe it does, actually. Mark, you gotta let me go, buddy. I'm faster.
Confirmed.
Good boy. He always listens to me. I'll wait until turn 1. Make sure we get DRS. And then we'll blitz on by. There we go. Ooh, Sainz is quite close here as well, though, to be fair.
Red Bull drivers just completed
DRS wide open. Here we go. The move for P3. We started last. Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the podium on lap 23. These tires are treating us right now. They are treating us. Simply beautiful at the moment. Simply lovely, as you could say. Speaking of simply lovely, he's leading the race right now. Sergio Perez in second place. I think they'll be pitting fairly soon as well. Next couple laps, maybe. Next couple laps. A bit wide, the apex there. Yeah, we're very close to the Red Bulls. They have been fighting a little bit, Verstappen and Perez, so... Any other tips for getting more ERS? You can go in, like, into none through some of the smaller corners, like the slow speed corners. Never go hot lap through corners, there's no point, really. So, basically, the only time you want to go hot lap is on the straights. Every other time, medium at most. But if you can, none. If you win, say simply lovely. We'll see. I think Albon's going to get us back here. Is he? Uh-oh. Oh, I don't like the look of this. Oh, I'm not a fan of this at all. I really don't like the look of this. We'll hold the inside at turn 1. We'll go a little bit deep just to make sure we secure the place.
Perez has just made
I got a little bit scared, didn't it? Albon's flying away with Scholl there as well. Verstappen's down to seconds. Could get DRS this lap. Oh, a bit on the gravel. Okay, tyres are starting to wear down, I think. Now I'm not getting much grip in the two Lesmos. I'm getting a lot of understeer in those two right-handers. 23 and 24 on that left-hand side. The right side's doing great, but that left-hand side is starting to cause a bit of a problem. Oh, God. We have broke away from the DRS behind. Push your battery. I've not got a lot of it. That's a problem. We get DRS this time around. It was close, but might be a little bit too far back. Yeah, I don't think we got it this time. Verstappen goes around the outside of Perez. We'll keep pursuing that P1. Through turn 1 we go. Out of turn 2. Try and wait for traction. Less than 1% tire on the front left's pretty good. Yeah, I just feel it a little bit. Like I'm getting that understeer through the two Lesmos, so it's causing a bit of a problem. But we are almost halfway through this race now. That first half kind of flew by, didn't it? Next couple laps will be into the second half of the race. And like I said, I'm pretty sure these guys around us are going to pit fairly soon. But it's been an unbelievable first stint though, isn't it? We started last and got ourselves all the way up to P3 on pure pace. It's been unbelievable so far. What's my TC set at? None. I don't use any assists. The only assist I use, and I said that in quotation marks because some people don't know if it is or not, is not cockpit cam, basically. Using the TV pod. Some people think it's an assist, some people don't think it's not. I don't really care, personally. There we go, it's happening. And that is Max Verstappen into the pits at the end of 25. Unfortunately, get DRS again, though.
Alexander's coming in for his stop now.
Just out longer for the overcut. Why do you think I'm on hard tyres? Ooh, bit of oversteering again at turn 2. Worth going a bit longer since we're decent. Fast tyre at the end. I mean, we can, but we want to make sure we find like the right balance between the two tyres, don't we? Use chase cap at max visibility. Facts. Make sure to really bump up that FOV as well. I don't know if you can change the FOV on rear chase, but I imagine you can. You think 35? Another 9 laps?
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
I mean, tyres are looking all right so far. We could go longer. We could go a bit longer. We just need to be careful about Verstappen's pace on the fresh hard. Because it will be quick right now. Guessing Perez in this lap? Yeah. Everyone who's not pit yet will pit this lap. There he goes. All right. We're going long, chat. Here we go. We're going long. We lead the race for the first time here in Monza, but as you can see, we are on the much more durable hard tyre, so it won't be too quick on this hard tyre anymore. I expect Verstappen to be very quick on his fresh hards, but we'll put some good lap times down. Let's see what we can do. 33 sounds great, you reckon? Gap to Verstappen, 22.4. Let's keep it on that gap. Keep it on that gap. I think I got a little bit held up in parabolic at that, so it did increase a touch. $22.8. He has got a bit of a gap to Perez, so honestly, I feel like if they were DRSing off each other, they'd actually hurt each other more because they end up attacking through corners, so 22.6. Lap 32 box, you reckon? I think it is going to be around 32 to 35, isn't it? You can see that little bit of understeer creeping in.
We're approaching the
21.5.
pit window, and you're going to be on mediums.
Consistent. Very consistent. In turn 1 again. A little bit deep there, but should be alright. Unfortunately, Perez doesn't have DRS on max. No, it's about a second and a half off. I mean, Verstappen should do Verstappen things here and should pull away. 21.4 for Verstappen. That was only a tenth faster.
So far.
Shoulders 21.3. That's a little bit deep there. They did 26 for mediums with much more fuel. Yeah. Speaking of fuel. Yeah, we're good. 1.7. We'll be alright. We'll be alright. So yeah, Verstappen was only a 10 faster that lap, which is not bad at all. This lap might be a little bit slow. There's a couple of small mistakes. I'd imagine this lap will be low 22 probably. What difficulty we on 110? Max AI. Yeah, 22-2. Not too surprising. Have we boxed? No, we have not. This is what Verstappen does. He's heading around Parabolica now. Think he get about maybe a second, nearly. Trevor behind.
And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 3 laps old. And the time last lap, 1:21.3.
21.3. He was 9 tenths faster. Oh, God, get off that curb. Verstappen was 9 tenths faster on that previous lap. It's race week. It is. The first time this season.
By 27.9 seconds.
Okay, when are we doing it, chat? When are we boxing? Let's start planning. When should we box? Yellow flags! Yellow flags! Turn 4. Now turn 5, it's a Ferrari. It's not Charles, that's Carlos. Carlos Sainz is going to be out of the race. Not good in front of the Tifosi. Second retirement of the day. Carlos Sainz is out. Will take no further part in this race.
Okay, the pit window's open. So
32, you reckon?
Box this lap.
Yeah, we can definitely go a little bit longer. Last lap, 21.8. (32 to 34), you reckon? I think any time before 35 should be good. Any time before 35, we should be all right.
Yellow flag.
We'll see Carlos's very sorry-looking car
Okay, be aware.
parked to the left-hand side.
Part of the track, no overtaking through the yellow flags.
There it is, yep. Thoughts and prayers.
Green flag.
Still there, Carlos's car. Let's keep pushing. 21.3 still. I think Max has just opened up that gap to Perez a bit more as well.
Remember,
It's close to 2 seconds now.
Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed.
Let's keep going. Don't like how much Verstappen's gaining. It's not getting a huge amount. Only gained 1 second since he's pit. Yeah, he's not gained a lot. I think it's more than 1 second. I think it's about 2.5. But he's not getting that much. I think we go a bit longer. We can really make the most of the medium tire if we go a bit longer. 22.0 that time. I think 32 is optimal. Yeah, it's going to be around there, isn't it? 32, 33, 21.3 for Max. He was 7 tenths faster that last lap.
Verstappen's just
7
the
tenths.
fastest lap of the race so far.
Charles Leclerc goes faster now, 21.3 as well. Close lap times between those two. 21.3 for George Russell as well. He's very far back, though. I'm not too concerned about that. Go softs. I mean... Chat, let's tell one more real quick. What do we need to do if we want to go softs here?
Better to push the hard so we can have fun chasing with the mediums later on.
Exactly.
Keep up the best content on Twitch, you sexy beast. Bro.
I appreciate that, Patreon. Thank you much for the 19-month resub as well, buddy. I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely right. Definitely right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to slow spin chat to welcome Patreon to Kinsa Vince fan for the 19 months. I appreciate it, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Don't go subs. You think we should avoid it? If we want to go subs, we need to get to about lap 40, I think. Which is definitely doable, let's be honest. It's definitely doable. You guys think we avoid the softs? 21.2 for Verstappen, 21.9 for ourselves, another 7 tenths. How long for a pit stop? About 23 seconds, roughly. Not worth it, you don't think? Avoid softs? Alright, fair. Alright, chat, what do we think? This lap or one more for mediums? This lap or one more? Box now, 33. This lap, Verstappen coming. He's what? It's inappropriate, man. Box. Box. Box, box. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the
Oh,
end
God.
of this lap.
A lot of understeer there. All right, in we go. In we go. Excuse me. Dying real quick. Come on, quick pit stop, boys. No mistakes.
Right, let's
2.3, you
Perfect
beauties.
job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice
You
stop time.
beauties.
We're happy with that one.
What was that noise?
Pit strategy complete. See these
Why
tyres
did it sound like the car
really
was
now?
hitting the barrier? Right, how far back are we? About 5 seconds to Max and 2.5 to Perez? Something like that? Yeah, 5.5 to Verstappen, 2.8 to Checo. Not bad. We can work with this. We can work with this. Might take a lap or two just to get the tyres up to the right temperature, but that is definitely a gap we can work with. All right, let's cook, chat. Let's cook. It's cooking time. Don't forget, if you guys are new here and you are enjoying the stream, enjoying the race, and excited to see how these next 20 laps pan out, make sure to drop a follow on the channel. We'll be live again on Wednesday for the next 100% race. We'll be going to Baku, Azerbaijan on Wednesday. And that'll be another tough race, that one. But if you're liking what you're seeing, hit that follow button. We're live on Twitch as well as TikTok. Support goes a long way. One dude, thanks for following us, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. 5.5. The tires be optimal right now. Have to be patient. Yeah.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but
Yeah, we'll be
remember,
patient.
get to the end of the race on
I mean, the medium tires will get about, what, 10, 15 laps optimal? And they might start fading out, so we do need to try and get a move on past these guys sooner rather than later. Really. New tires hate them, yeah. So first lap's always a little bit sketchy. But from here on out, we should be alright. There you go, purple in the first sector, just like that. They already feel a lot more grip here as well, so... Yeah, temperatures look good. Let's keep grooving. Let's keep grooving. Am I on load cell pedals? I don't know if it's load cell, actually. I think they might be. It's the Club Sport V3s. I think they're load cell. This lap could be a low 20. Probably not a low 20. Maybe like a high 20, though. Or low 21. If we had DRS, it might be a bit lower in the 20s, but I'm thinking low 21 here. Let's see. They are low 20? Yeah, I thought so. Here we go. 20.7. Beautiful. We are flying, chat. We are flying. That was about 7/10 quicker than Verstappen on that lap. Is 24 the best F1 game? God, no. Nothing beats 2020.
We've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast
Nothing
lap.
beats F1 2020. Getting close to that DRS of Sergio Perez. Come on. Surely we're going to win. We'll see. We're not getting massive on Verstappen, actually, on this lap. Didn't get too much. What wheel and pedal should I get? It's my first time buying. A G923. It comes as a bundle, and it's a very good starter setup. What did you like about 2020? What was there to not love? It was like the perfect game. Great handler model, great player base, great content. The career modes had like the interviews and stuff in it as well, which was awesome. They were a bit repetitive, but it was a nice like incentive into the career. It was just a great game. Like everything about it was perfect.
Nice work.
Unfortunately, since then, it's not been
Gap to the car in front.
smooth sailing.
0.6 seconds.
1.3 as well to Sergio Perez. Gained a little bit more on that lap. We did a 21.0, so about 4 or 5 cents faster for Verstappen.
Michelle 7264 says engine failure. Engine failure. Box retire the car.
You missed the NASCAR games? I think the developers of iRacing are making a NASCAR game, right? From what I heard. I actually missed the interviews after the race. It really should be brought back. Like I say, it was a bit repetitive. A lot of the questions and answers were always the same. So if there was like, if they mixed up a bit more and added more questions and more answers and things like that, I think it'd be a great thing to have in career modes. .3 to Checo. We're not getting a lot of Verstappen, chat. Talking about good at games, gonna be F1 22. God, no. I nearly quit streaming F1 because of F1 22. Like, I was very much done with the series after that game. Thankfully, 23 was an improvement. Purple final sector. I mean, we are within a second of Perez, but no DRS just yet. So hopefully, lap 37, this lap right here,
Gap to your teammate
we'll get that
behind.
DRS now.
6.9 seconds.
But yeah, we are not really catching up enough to Verstappen so far, are we? These medium tyres haven't really got going yet. And if Perez fights us quite hard as well, we might lose more time to Max, which would really hurt. But 4.3 right now. We have gained a bit so far this lap. Purple first sector 2. We will get DRS down towards Ascari. A little bit out of shape there. And the second Lesmo. Yeah, we're not going to get by this time, are we? Come on. Is ACC still a thing? Yeah. I mean, I don't really play it much, but yeah, 100% still a thing. Might get a purple lap here, you know. Might get a full purple lap. Doubt 25 would be better. I honestly do hold good hope for 25. There we go. Didn't get a purple final sector, but here we go. And Sergio Perez for second place. Round the outside we go of the Mexican. Into the braking zone we go. Into second place we go. And the gap to Verstappen, 3.7. Into the second place. We split the two Red Bulls apart. And now the hunt begins for a certain Dutchman who's been reigning terror on the grid all season. He's dominated the championship. We might just have a say in how it goes here. See how it goes. So a way to go in this race. But yeah, I do feel like I have more hope for F1 25 because I think they know what the issues are with the current game and I think they'll revise it. So Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this game is as bad as F122. I mean, this game is definitely not great. And there's definitely a lot of work to do. But I think they can do it. It can only get better from this, right? Right? 70% precipitation in Melbourne? Yeah, I did see that. I did see that. Perez is still within DRS of us here. Thankfully, got some straight line speeds. Didn't really gain a lot on Max there, did we? P20 to P2, yep. Been a very good race for us so far. Long may it continue. 9.2 to Albon as well, so... Tell you what, if Albon can get a P4, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? That'd be really good. And there would be a top 3 finish, yeah. Could it be a top 1, though? Let's see. Dreamweaver, thanks for following on Twitch, mate. Appreciate you, dudes. Welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good. Appreciate the follows. Appreciate the follows and support, guys. You guys are killing the support today, as you often do. If you are new here and you're enjoying the stream, welcome. Hope you guys are having a good one. If you're enjoying the content, smash the follow button. 3.6 to Max, heading into Parabolica. We're getting a little bit out of Parabolica, let's see. Yeah, about the same. Imagine if Alex got P3, yeah. 20.5 though, new PB. That's not bad, is it? That is not bad. Still continuing to get fast laps, even on a tyre that's starting to slowly wear down. How was the tyre wear, actually? 9% of the rear left is the worst one. It's not bad, is it? 13 to go. Max's hard looks dangerous. He's actually got some good pace in that hard tyre, isn't he? That hard is giving him a good time. Come on. What is Twitch? It's another streaming platform. Twitch is like the platform I kind of prioritize, essentially, so if you're looking for a better way to support me, Twitch is definitely the way to do it. Where do I think Lewis will finish in Melbourne? P4, I'll say. Is Twitch more of a racing platform? Twitch is everything. There is literally everything on Twitch.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. Well done.
It's kind of like... It's not YouTube. It's like the YouTube of live streaming, if that makes sense. Like, YouTube is more of a video platform than a streaming platform. I know you can stream on it as well, but YouTube is definitely better for a video platform, whereas Twitch is like that, but for streaming, essentially. So, difficult to explain. 2.4 to Max. Got a good lap time round, didn't we? Another PB and a faster lap. The problem is we are dragging Perez with us, aren't we? Which is not really what I wanted to do. Perez kind of just hung onto our DRS and stuck with it, really, isn't he? Twitch for streaming, YouTube for clips. Yeah, kind of. YouTube is like mid-form content. It's not like for long form, but it's not for short form either. I mean, you can have YouTube shorts as well, but yeah. When I upload to YouTube, I usually aim for about 20 to 30 minute videos. That's kind of like my goal with YouTube, really. Perez just hanging on, sounds about right. Yeah. Can hang on to his seat, though. 2.2 to Max. Don't think we're getting a lot that time. 20.7 was our lap time. YouTube same nemesis account? Yes. I have the same platform name everywhere. Bad Guy runs on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. The only place it's not that guy Vince is on Instagram. My Instagram handle is my my real name. And yes, for those who ask, Vince is not my real name. I know that'll blow a few minds in here. Vince is not my real name. I'm sorry to disappoint. There goes Checo. Looking up the inside here. No, too far back. What do you mean that guy's not your real name? Yeah, it's actually my first name. Oh, Perez, hello. What are you doing, son? Checo. Checo, don't do this. Oh, he's trying to cause a problem, isn't he? He's trying to cause a problem. It's still Vince to me, goddammit. I mean, technically it is my real name. It's not my first name, basically. Vince is not my first name. It's my last name. For those who are curious, my first name's Mike. You can call me either, though. I don't mind. You can call me Mike, you can call me Vince, whatever makes you happy. Vince makes more sense because, you know, that's my platform name, but if you want to call me Mike, go for it. Doesn't bother me. Yeah, it's my favorite type of meat. Minced meat. Michael, to be precise? Yeah, well, yeah. No one calls me Michael, though. Don't call me Michael. Michael Vince, that's fine. Anyone who calls you Mike's a Stroll fan. Here comes Checo again, by the way. 10 laps to go. Checo is really causing a problem right now. We are slowly catching up to Max, but I don't like what Checo's doing. It's really going to cause some hassle. It should be that guy Mike instead of that guy Vince. Let's be honest, that guy Vince sounds better than that guy Mike, though, doesn't it? He's going to get me here.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by
He's going to get me.
0.6 seconds.
Uh-oh. Perez around the outside at turn 1. He's down the brakes as well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, these medium tyres are not in a bad spot. 12 on 14 on that left side. Oh, boy. We're in a bit of bother here, chat. We were supposed to be getting off Verstappen, but instead, Sergio Perez has got past us. And that might put a bit of a hold on things. We need to lock in here, chat. We need to lock in. We could try and get past at Ascari, but I think I might wait for turn 1. Otherwise, we'll end up battling. Just gonna wait for turn 1. It's a better place to get by and hopefully try and slingshot our way close to Max. So just gonna slow you down for Max. Yeah, 2.1 to Verstappen now. Just try and get him a little bit out of position out the final corner. Gotta get by here. Gotta get by. Here we go. Should get some big straight line speeds. We'll slingshot away past Perez. And look at that gap coming down to Max now. Whoa! It was 1.8 out the final corner, straight down to 1.0 through turn 2. I tell you what, Perez might have helped us here, if anything. Perez might have helped us out here more than anything. We're less than a second away from Verstappen, heading into the second chicane. Here we go. Sergio Perez might have done us a favor, in fact. Whether he was intending to or not, I don't know, but we will take it. We've got DRS. Perez outside DRS. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 45 of 53. This is going to be the fight for the lead here in Monza. The Tifosi wanted a Leclerc win, and they're going to get a Leclerc win. It might not be the Leclerc they wanted, but it's still a Leclerc win. But first of all, we're going to get through these next 8 laps and try and get past Max Verstappen and stay ahead as well. First chance, lap 46, turn 1. 7 tenths the gap. It might be a little bit too far back here. We go fastest, 19.9.
Well done.
And here we go on Max Verstappen. Is he going to cover the inside? Yes, he does. We're trying to brake late on the outside. Verstappen a little bit late to the brakes. We look out the inside of turn 2. Verstappen just holds the lead for now. That was our first opportunity. 19.9 though. What a lap. We've found the tyre temp, haven't we? We've found our groove on these tyres. There we go. 46 to 53. Next opportunity is down towards Ascari. Out for the second Lesmo. Get our power down. Just got a little bit out of shape. Trying to get our foot down, so we're going to be a bit too far back this time, I think. Just stay behind till the end. Where's the fun in that? Where's the fun in that? Is that Arthur Leclerc? Yep. Charles Leclerc's P4 right now. But battling with our teammate. Alex Albon, of course. Right, here we go. Good bit of battery in the tank, so we get a little bit out of shape through Parabolica there. The car is not really keeping itself in a good position. Cockpit was blocked. Here we go. Down towards turn 1. Opportunity number 2. Up the inside we go. Max Verstappen. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in this race, we are in the net lead of the race. With 6 to go, can we hold off the 4-time world champion, the man leading the championship in this career right now, to get what will be win number 4 of this season and career? Might be a little bit sketchy in the last couple laps of these tyres. Verstappen's still just under a second at the moment. Will he hang on for the DRS? I think he just might. Yeah, he will. Verstappen just clings on. Did we get here from strategy or pace? Honestly, probably both. Probably both. He's still staying close, though. He's still staying close. Into Parabolica we go. Is he close enough to maybe have an overtake? Down towards turn 1. He got a nice Parabolica there. Here comes Max Verstappen. Is he going to try and go for the lead here? Round the outside goes Max Verstappen. The lead switches once again. However, I think he's run out of battery, and we just pull up alongside him. We keep our front wing in touch. We almost make contact at turn 1 as well. We'll hang around the outside of turn 2. Verstappen clumps the inside curb. We'll get the traction at the exit of turn 2. Back into the lead we go. A very temporary switch for the lead. Verstappen saw P1 on his dash for a few moments. That's quickly gone back to P2 now. And we'll hold the lead on lap 48. How did he not hit you? Did you give him space? The way you treat Verstappen is the way he treats you. Rule number 1 in F1. Here it comes again. This is an ambitious one up Ascari. But look at that. More than enough batteries to help ourselves keep her in the lead. Oh, we are a bit tight on battery here, actually. Might have to be a bit careful. Yeah, Albon looks like he's basically locked in P4 here. Or P5 at least. As long as it doesn't get an engine failure like what happened in Spa, he'll get a top 5. Yeah, Verstappen should get me here. I've not got battery this time. Verstappen should get me. Maybe. Hello? Okay, I guess not. We'll keep the lead at turn 1, lap 49 then. All right. Cool with me. Chill with me, no problem. Don't mind. Don't mind if we do. All the time you have to leave a space, yep. A space was left so far. Whew. Four more laps. 4 more, chat. Our battery's getting a little bit tight right now, though, isn't it? It is getting a little bit tight. I'm struggling to look after it. Might have to go a bit conservative for a lap. Try and get some battery back. 3.6 to Perez right now, though, so at least that's something to
Team Radio.
the second driver.
Max says box to retire Carvins, box to retire.
Is Verstappen going to get by this time? Let's see. We'll cover the inside. Is our car just too fast, or is he being lazy? What is this? What is happening? Why is he not passing me? Maybe sit behind him for a lap or two? I honestly wouldn't mind doing that. But he's not overtaking me. Where's Albon gone? Chat. Where's Albon? Don't tell me he made a mistake. It's behind Alonso. Okay, still P6. Bro, he had a top 5 in lock. What the fuck happened? Okay, Verstappen, what are you doing? You're pushing me. Do you want to go by? I don't know. Max, you're scaring me. Don't like it. Nah, Albon's P6 right now. He's behind Alonso. I don't know how he lost P5 because he had a bit of a gap to Alonso, but I don't know if they had a big scrap or something. Yeah, Blood was literally bump drafting me. Here we go again, lap 51. Not long to go now, chat. Verstappen is going to be too far back this time. I think he burns his battery too quickly, doesn't he? He burns his battery way too quickly. Bit of a slide at turn 2. Max has some damage or something? I don't think he does. He just doesn't have any top speed. Into second chicane we go. How's our tyres looking as well? Ooh, left rear on 24. We might start feeling a bit of sliding into some of the right-handers now. Fell away a little bit there, that's for sure. Is he going to get by this time? Verstappen looks to the outside. And there he goes. Max Verstappen will take back the lead of this race on lap 51. Verstappen in the lead once again. Took his time to get past, but he has finally done it. However, we'll get DRS down towards turn 1 again. Well, let me take a parabolic. We'll sit behind. Right in the final corner we go. Oh, the rear's not really in touch right now. Here we go. We can get past Verstappen again at turn 1. We've got some good straight line speed here. Verstappen out of battery. We'll swing it up the inside. Into P1 we go again at turn 1. Before he even gets to breaking point at turn 1. We have a couple of tenths advantage. Out of turn 2 we go. And that gap opens up to 5 tenths. Good stuff. Penultimate lap, ladies and gentlemen. Penultimate lap of this race. Verstappen's struggling a little bit through turn 3 here. It's just dropped off a touch. We've got a tiny bit deep there. That might allow him back in. No, he's dropped off completely. What's happening to Max? Let's try and break that 1 second. Oh, I closed up in the final. Last 2 corners. Shit, that was close. Verstappen dropped off big time in that first sector. He will just get back inside DRS. So, all eyes, turn 1. Final lap. Oh, a bit out of shape. Through Ascari. All eyes on turn 1 on the final lap. The gap now half a second between ourselves and the Dutchman. Can we hold on to the victory? And what will be our 4th one of the season. We won Monaco. We won Austria. We won in Belgium as well. Are we going to make it? Number 4 here at Belgium. Last lap of the Italian Grand Prix. Verstappen is too far back at turn 1. We were definitely an unlikely winner heading into this Grand Prix. We had a full engine penalty. We started in last place. And now look at us, steaming our way to the net lead of this race. But it'll all come down to these last few corners against ourselves and the 4-time world champion. Oh, a little bit wide there. Just poked the left-hand tyres onto the gravel. Verstappen's close. Verstappen's really close. Out the second, let's where we go. Here comes Max Verstappen. Is he going to make the pass here? Verstappen round the outside. Verstappen takes the lead. With just one corner to go after Ascari, Verstappen takes the lead of this race. Have we got anything left? Verstappen struggling for battery. Parabolica to go. Up the inside we go, Max Verstappen. We're on the grass. We're back on the inside. We're back in the lead. Round the outside goes Max Verstappen. We're wheel to wheel. Down to the line. It's a drag race to the checkered flag. We win the Italian Grand Prix. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Holy shit. Oh my God. How on earth did we hold on to that? I thought he was a goner after Ascari, but my God, what a win that is. It all came down to a drag race to the line, and we just had enough battery to help ourselves into lead. You can see the respect between the two drivers there. They both know that was a battle for the history books. Oh, man.
Team Radio. Patriotic_Wolf says get in this.
What a drive from P20 to P1. We have successfully done a last to first, chat. We have successfully done a last to first. What a race. If you guys are new here and you haven't followed already, I don't know what deserves a follow. God damn. What a race. Oh, no better way to win the Italian Grand Prix than like that. Nubby, PNA, Gianluca, Gridlock. Thanks for following us on Twitch, guys, as well. Appreciate you. Welcome in. He won in Spa. He wins in Monza. Yep. The famous Leclerc line. And we've done it to the brother. Oh, man. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. We have won the Italian Grand Prix in spectacular fashion. And we get the full house of points for our efforts as well. Look at that. We started in last place. And we won the Italian Grand Prix by a 10th to Max Verstappen. What a final lap showdown that was. We'll have a look at the replay in a few moments' time and watch that last lap again. But we do take home the full house of points. Verstappen finishes in second place with Perez in third. A good weekend for the two Red Bull drivers. Charles Leclerc finishes in P4. Alex Albon in P5 as well. Great race from Alex Albon to get into that top 5. Lando Norris finishes in 6th. Alonso 7th. Valtteri Bottas, by the way. P8 for Valtteri. Great race from the Finn. And Lance Stroll and George Russell in that top 10. I think that's Sauber's first points of the season. And they'll be very happy with that. Carlos Sainz and Zhou Guanyu were the only two retirements for today. Bad race for Mercedes as well. Only 1 point for Mercedes this weekend. Russell getting P10, Hamilton P12. But, yeah. What a day, chat, huh? What a day. Maxi lost his wings. You think he had wing damage or something? Let's watch that final lap again. What a race, though, chat. That strategy was definitely the one to go for. That hard medium absolutely cooked. Here we go. Let's watch this final lap one more time. It was an absolute beauty. You can see both of us struggling with battery down towards turn 1, but we had the advantage with that straight line speed. Kept the gap nice out of turn 2. 99's crazy for best lap. Yeah, we did have a bit of DRS to help us with that, but Verstappen started to gain through turn 3 there and got very close down towards turn 4. Now, we did make a bit of a mistake there, didn't we? That's what allowed Verstappen to get past us at Ascari. We made a little mistake right up here. You can see we just went a little bit too hot into the chicane. Just ran out of touch wide, and that put gravel on the left-hand side tyres, which meant that getting through the next 2 corners was really tricky. We had a lot of understeer here. You can see the car struggling to turn in. And Verstappen was just all over our backsides. And obviously, he gets past for the lead at Ascari. Fairly simple overtake for that one for Max. He thought he probably had that one done, but we bounced back with the battery, and just look how close we are to each other through Ascari. And we had all the battery in the world just to help ourselves get that slipstream as well. On the grass down towards the final corner at Parabolica. Max went the long way around at the final corner. We left him plenty of room. It was a wheel-to-wheel drag race all the way to the line. We had that inside line. We just had enough battery, and Verstappen couldn't take advantage of it. And, yeah, second place for him. P1 for ourselves. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What a race, huh? What a race. I thought Verstappen in Brazil was impressive. Yeah. Yeah, you did something else today. What was the gap? A 10th and a half. A 10th and a half at the end. Jack and Tom, thanks for following us as well, guys. Appreciate you. Welcome in as well. Hope you guys are doing good. Bro's about to make me get back into F1. Why are you not already, bro? Why are you not already? Get back into the F1. That's a demand. Oh, man. Watch really lost time in 52. Oh, I should have, to be fair, shouldn't I? I should time for a restart session. We didn't do a mid-session save at all during that race, so I'd been gutted if we did that. I'd have been so sad. I think I'd have just binned it and just called it a day if we did that. Oh, man. 55% recognition as well at the moment still, which is good. Like I said, we should be getting our regulation period come through very soon. So, must be a bit careful with some of the parts at some point. I'm going to go play F1 2020. Best F1 game of all time. Good choice. Best F1 game of all time. Oh, man. What a day, chat, huh? What a day. They really missed a trick, by the way, of not putting the racing number as the house number. They definitely missed a trick with that. Right. Let's see. 1,000 R&D to spend. Like I say, I think we are getting close to the regulation period. So I think what we're going to do is we're no longer going to do any more improvements to the car. I think we're going to stop making upgrades to the car. We're going to focus on the regulation period, which should arrive in the next couple of races. Maybe not in Baku, but maybe in Singapore. So we'll see. We'll see. What's my first F1 game? The earliest memory I have of an F1 game is 2012. I might have played an F1 game before that, but the earliest memory I have is 2012, so I'll say that one. And before next week, a meeting is with Red Bull. This Max guy's washed. You want a seat? Sergio Perez, our teammate, imagine. Are you out Williams next season? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's not down to me to decide. That's down to you guys to decide. But we're still a way away from finding out whether we'll be at Williams next season or not. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Italian Grand Prix over and done with. And we do move into second place in the Drivers' Championship. What a season we are having in a Williams. Unbelievable. 215 points to our name compared to Alex Albon's 90. And we are having an unbelievable season so far with Williams. Can we continue it heading into Baku? We've got a very quick car in straight lines. Baku does have a few straight lines, so hopefully we'll be strong heading into Azerbaijan. But that will be on Wednesday's stream. So the gap in the championship, 75 points between ourselves and Max Verstappen. I don't think we'll be in the championship fight at all. I really don't. We'll definitely be in the fight for second. Right now, we're only 13 ahead of Charles and 15 ahead of Lando as well. So the battle for P2 is definitely where it's at right now. And if we could get that in a Williams, that would be something pretty miraculous, wouldn't it? So, yeah, hopefully we can try and keep this run of form going and get another great result in Baku. It's definitely not a surprise that we're doing well on the high-speed tracks. This car is unbelievable in the straight lines. So we're going to continue trying to make the most out of that, essentially. Cos, thanks for following Twitch for me. Appreciate it. Welcome in. Ferrari teammates with Charles. I'm sure that's what most people want, right? But the thing is, right, we could take this in so many different, like, narratives. We can go to Ferrari and be teammates with Charles and have a brother line up at Ferrari. Or could you imagine we go to, like, Red Bull or Mercedes and be direct rivals with Charles? How crazy would that be? We could literally make a massive rivalry out of this, or it could be, you know, team-friendly sort of thing. Could you imagine two brothers that hate each other in Formula 1? That would be a crazy storyline. Crazy storyline. But we'll see in Season 2. We will see in Season 2. Aside from one race, Max either podiums or DNFs. Basically, yeah. Every single race, Max gets at least a podium. The only times he hasn't is, as you say, when he DNFs or when he, in Miami and Monaco, where he got P7 and P11. Every other race has been a podium. It's been kind of mad. Michael and Ralph, exactly. Exactly. What points for Verstappen on again? 280. We're on 215. So, a pretty big points gap between us. Sorry, I said 75 earlier, didn't I? 65 points between us and Verstappen. He's on 280, we're on 215, so 65 points. But I don't expect to be in the championship fight, but yeah, it's nice to sort of be along it, you know? But, ladies and gentlemen, Next race will be in Azerbaijan. That will be on Wednesday stream, 5 UK time as always. And on Thursday, of course, we have the Singapore Grand Prix as well. So 2 very tricky tracks. Hopefully, we can try and maximize another good result with this Williams and get a good couple of results. But, ladies and gentlemen, that will be on Wednesday. How you performing so well in a Williams? We're just goated. What can I say? We are just goated. Best time when the brothers fight for a championship. In the same car or in a different car? That's the question. That's what we'll have one day, I'm sure. But it just depends on what team we will be with for it. Right, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to do it for the night, I think. Which Singapore track is it? The latest layout, the new one. What career mode will we do? What do you mean? What career mode will we do? Or do you mean like in terms of the cars and stuff? Who knows? Who knows? Right. Who's live to head over to? Let's have a look who's live. We've got a few people live right now. We've got Dana live. We've got Ticker live. We've got Creator Series live. Who should we go to, chat? Should we go to Dana? Have you read my DM in Discord from last week? Didn't respond yet. Was it about the F1 Manager thing? I did see it, but no, I didn't respond. I was busy at the time when I saw it, so I'll have a look after the stream. Did it because I like the GIF. Fair enough. I respect that. I respect that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that will be me done and dusted for the night. Saturday stream will be Sebring. We'll do the 12 p.m. slot. It's next Saturday, isn't it? The Sebring race. I will be missing out the credit series there, I think. So, yeah. And be done by 1:15. Yeah, something like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to read over to the one and only Miss Dana Ray. She's live right now playing some Avowed. As you guys know, I've said it so many times in the past now. She's a big F1 fan herself, so I'm sure she'll be happy to have a chat with you guys about all things F1. All my social medias are in the chat. Twitter, Instagram, Discord, all in the chat. Make sure to jump in on Discord if you haven't already. It's where you get announcements when we go live. There's a schedule, so guess what we're doing on what day. And of course, you can hang out with me and all the other viewers on Discord as well. For those on TikTok, click the link in my bio. That takes it to all my social medias as well. But like I say, do jump in on Discord if you haven't already. I'll be with you guys on Wednesday, 5 UK time as always. We'll be back for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix as we look to pursue this higher run of form. Can we continue it in Baku? We'll find out on Wednesday. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, have a fantastic rest of your night. Give the some raids up in the chat, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Bye-bye.